Let's get to it. Just getting my cardio in. Getting my cardio. Actually, I just came over here to run into a wall apparently. Right, first things first. There's some stuff I need to dismantle for resources. Probably still have to look into about more blueprints for more things to try and make. If I can get to that. Why is that? Oh, there it goes. Caught up with itself. Right, okay. So, I need to bring up the... Well, send the elevator down. Because I need to bring up the fabricator. Probably just should just leave it out. Up over here. It doesn't matter if it's in my hangar. You don't lose it that way. Well, I shouldn't say that, but... I can remember which thing it sits in. So I've got all these goods from what I broke down earlier on from those other weapons and tools and stuff. Right, let's go to all categories. Right, where did you put my fabricator? Ah, there it is. Let's bring you out, shall we? Now we know you are super useful to me if I want to make stuff and then sell it. I could do that potentially. No, wrong button. Well, it's not wrong button, it's just wrong item. Right, let's get you over. Need to place you somewhere where I'm more likely going to use you. Can we fit you? Actually, we'll put you over here next to the... There we go. We'll leave you there. Now I know that you register everything in the local inventory. Right, so dismantle. Let's have a look at all the things I can break down. Once I bring up my monitor that I need up, there we go. Right, okay, so we've got all these. So I want to dismantle you, and you. Keeping that gun. I don't do shotties. I'm keeping that. That's what I first built ever. Right, is that going to work? That I've done so many items in one go. I'm waiting to see that highlight, but I don't think it did. Is it just too many things it wants to do? Alright, how about we do all those first? Dismantle. Right. Yeah, it's doing that lot. Helps if I go back to the chat box and reload that. Because then we can close you, I guess. And that. Can hear it grinding away. I take it didn't do all those then. Should have kept a note on actually what it's actually given me. Right, more dismantling. What else we got? Oh, hang on. Are we going to see some of those disappear or not? That's the question. Maybe do 3 things at a time. That's going to be Terranite, Terranite, Terranite. That's for the magazines, and then you get some iron. Actually, that's good. So at least I can put it towards weapons I want to build. So would you say 3 items is safe, or is it? Yeah, 3 items. Looks like if I do any more than that, it looks like it doesn't want to do it, or doesn't want to know. Well, they still didn't get rid of you, did they? What's this one here? The Meko. I don't have one of those at the moment, so. Right, dismantle. Let's try and do it this way. But watch it on here, might actually see them all turn up to go. Right. We're going to see that increase, or is that? Just want to break this stuff down, and then I know what I'm looking for, and then might have to go blueprint hunting. If I can achieve some of my reputations with some of the other groups. If I can find missions that I can achieve, that is. Come on. These are whatever they are. Go back to you. That menu. That seems to be highlighting that stuff, but it doesn't seem to be getting rid of it. Right, so if I go to the blueprints now, so that's showing me the ammo I can currently build. Can't build any of that. Oh, so I can do I can make one of these pistols. I can actually do now I can do the shotgun if I want to do, if I needed one, or the P4AR rifle. Oh, my favourite, the S71. So basically, oh god, I don't know which one's. Oh, it's highlighted. That's right then. So I will just want that into my storage. Okay, so I've added all those items. Not enough aluminium. There we go. Fabricate. That's probably going to go straight to my inventory, isn't it? No, I want to go to the machine grid. Right, now I've got to decide what ship I'm going to use, or what missions I'm going to take on, actually. Because I can either make money by doing a bit. Actually, I should try and take on some of those mining and salvage jobs, really. A little bit will still give me more. Because that wants quartz, corundum, and copper. Collect and deliver one of the following. I've got a shed load of corundum, right? So if I accept that contract, and when we deliver it to Schumann. Alright, so let's choose tonight's ship I'm going to use for most things tonight. Do I use the ironclad? Or do I use something smaller? It all depends on the jobs I'm going to take on. Oh, sorry, let's have an event.
Glad to see you picked up another contract. Let's use the pattern approach. Preparation, action, and thoroughness. Good luck.
Okay, yeah, okay. Either. That's the first time I've actually heard the audio now since I realised I left that turned off. Well, not turned off, but it was turned down. Right, Jake Ironclad Assault. Do I use that? Or do I use something quicker? I think my gun's ready, is it? It is! But what I am going to have to do is, don't think it's going to fit in my bag at all. So if I put you into the backpack, equip that. Oh, got a free mag in it as well. That's a bonus. Would it actually fit in my backpack though? Oh, it does. I really didn't think it was. Now I know I can build it. Okay, so equip you again. Stick you in the holster pocket. There we go. Right. Close that. Alright, so I've just taken that contract, and I mean, it's a bit excessive if I was using the Ironclad Assault. But then again, it depends if I want to take on some cargo contracts either. So why don't we go? Oh.
Dunty Cash just followed.
Thank you, Donkey Cash. I can't say that. Dunty Cash follow. Thank you. I just scared the hell out of me because of the noise on my side. I forgot I've got that on. Thank you very much. Right, ironclad assault. Let's bring that out then. Let's use because you followed. Let's get the hell out of me. And I was talking about the ironclad assault, so we're going to use that. I'm going to solo that thing. Right, and we're about to take 2 tiny little boxes of corundum. If I can, yeah, mate, I have to lower that first, won't I? There we go. So, let's lower this. Right, now we need to go to containers. I assume that is just 1 box each of those things, right? So we'll take 2. Hang on, that's barrel buzz. You don't want barrel. You need corundum, which is this one up here. Looks very similar, doesn't it? It's like a slightly just shade change. Looks very similar. Right, corundum. Let's make sure they both are. Bring it up. Oh, I should have done a ground vehicle. I know I've got a Geo on it, but. Alright, let's bring you over here. No, stop. Nearly lost that. Well, probably wouldn't have lost it, but then I would be surprised if it fell through the lift. And of course, the doorway is going to be all the way over there. Run, little legs, run. Let's make sure, yeah, the helmet is on. Just got to be careful of slinging these too far. Come on. Actually, I should be actually coming from this side. At least I can then find the bloody button to open the door at the front. Hello there, just DJ Cammy. How are you, Paul? You alright? Hope you're well. It's a good job my the TikTok chat is coming onto the Mel Studio thing, so I can just about see it. Everyone's not too bad. Pretty much all been doing our own things at the moment. Graham's all the way down in Cornwall. So I'm basically about being just working and doing gaming, really. Working and gaming. My pastime and my hobby. I just realised I've just used the biggest ship I can, and yet I'm going to have to hope I can land on the landing pad to go and deliver these boxes. I probably should have used the railing. Let's go to operations. I'll say you've been doing a lot of that, actually. Well done, mate. Well done. I hope it's paying good as well. I haven't been in the music studio for a while. I've still been like sort of every now and then in and out of it, making new songs or all that. And then I found the world of streaming and gaming and other content. Right, we are in the big beast. Let's do this. I take it the engine is already on. Oh god damn, yeah, too right. Gaming is my thing. Most of the games I actually do, most of the things I love actually playing, I have all similarities to what I do, like survival, space, simulation, sandbox, that kind of stuff. But it seems to all kind of, they all do meet in the middle somewhere as well. Oh god, yeah, too right. I mean, I still think about those the days on the old, what's it, Mega Drive, Master Systems, showing our age. Come on, push. I love the fact that the nickname of this one was the what was it, the Fattapillar. It's like the caterpillar's big brother. But I'm just glad I can control it from the Swaswell bridge, because you used to have to fly it from that side bit on the left. Oh mate, it's funny you mentioned Road Rash. That's a legendary game. I actually found I've got a I think I've got it on because I've got on Steam the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Collection or something like that. But there's people that have modded the old games, so you can find the modded versions of them, and Road Rash is one of them. I just remember we never actually played it properly. We always have a habit of, what was it, we used to crash and come off the bike, but instead of it, because obviously the character used to run back to the bike to pick it up and ride off, but I remember we used to not do that. We used to like keep pushing forward on the D-pad and just keep running along. I just remember doing that. We ran, I'm sure we did a whole round where we just ran to the end of the finish line instead of actually using the bike. Right, we've got to go and deliver these 2 boxes. Don't know if it's going to give us a blueprint to be able to craft anything more. And another one, I can't remember. I think I found this as well. Another game which was very similar to Road Rash was Skitchin, if you remember that one. And that was where you used to be on rollerblades, and you used to like hold onto the back of the cars and use that to speed yourself up. But the same concept is there when you're racing all the others and you're trying to punch everybody off the vehicles and stuff. It's amazing how far gaming has come, isn't it? Right, so where it is somewhere down there is where we're going to land. Let's turn this beast. I say turn, I meant roll, because that's essentially what I'm doing there. Rolling. Right, hopefully not too fast though. I don't want to become part of the planet. Yeah, I'm still in the same area. Nothing really changed. I did move out once. The relationship that went wrong, and then ended up back home. The only thing what's different right now is the probably the solar panels on the roof. Right, here we come. Hopefully there's no ships down there. I think there is, but I can only hope I can land. Okay, so somebody has abandoned their ship and left it on the pad. How dare they? Let's turn that off. Get my shields back up. Right. I'm about to find out how big this thing really is. I probably should have gone with a bit of a smaller ship. I only tend to use this one when I'm doing big jobs. Because right now, someone left a Cutty Black. I think it's the Cutty Black on the bigger landing pad. And now he's in my way. I don't know how wide this going by when you get to these pads. Let's have a look. It's either that or he's gonna. Oh, either that's despawned. There is a bit of a colouring issue I noticed as well. Some sort of weird texture problems. It looks like he's actually got rid of it. So either that or he really just disappeared. But I see no no trail or anything. So either he's despawned it, because that has been a needed thing for this game, especially when you want to land and hand things in. Right, let's park my backside here. The level of detail to these ships though is amazing. Right, so that's the way I came in for the elevator. But if we come out this side, let's walk down here. And you've got like loads of different decks. You've got the ladders, stairs to go all the way down. That's the command module. So you've got the cruise quarters. This is not my office. My office is upstairs. Which actually reminds me, I've got to check and see if I can smoke that cigar. There's always a cigar in a bowl or something up there. So you can either take an elevator all the way down, or Streets of Rage. Yes, that's a classic. I've got anything you can think, which is on the Sega Multiple Collection. Altered Beast. I think someone modded it. I think it's Double Dragon. I think it was on there. King of the Monsters, if you remember that one. I'm trying to think of all the others. There's so many classics. This is a long way down here. What I will do, I have to go back and switch ships so I can just do quick jobs. Unless I'm actually going to do like salvaging and. Actually, what I need to do is look at my rep with the other companies. Ooh. Right, so if I can just peek my head around this corner, no, it's going to be well out of sight, isn't it? Let's put you down onto this pad here for a minute. Oh yeah, where are you going to be in October? Whereabouts? You got a gig, have you? Right, so if I shove those into there, close that. Don't know what's going on with this glitchy textures. I thought it was my shader folder, but deleted all that issue, the cache. Right, so if I hand these in, this should just confirm the contract. Oh wow! Oh my gosh, you're gonna be 50. Jesus. Time, mate. How that's just gone by. Because I've forgotten all the when it comes to the age group. Oh, hang on. Right, so we did an excess purchase order small. We got a Arbor MHV mining laser. And I do mining, so that's cool.
It's Jake Brogan from Shubin. Great job knocking out that contract. My manager's super jazzed about my output this quarter and says I might be up for promotion if we keep it up.
There we go. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, what? I'll be halfway through my 40s in October. That's even more scary. Right, so we need to. Yeah, I'm gonna go switch up the ships. Something I can easily move things around with. Back to operations. What I should have done is actually put the chat on the screen. Let's at some point I have to make another window. Right, let's put this on. I've got to look at the business. Right. Oh, well, at the angle I can refuel from here. Well, let's do that then. Right, let's have a look at the rep. Right, Agio Holdings. Now, they are normally... Is there some things I might have to restart or not? I'm not entirely sure. Right. Wayfarer Club, that's for the refueling, isn't it? Could use a Seafarer for that. Oh yeah, neutral standing with Shubin Interstellar, so that looks like it has restarted for a reason, and I bet you we are now earning mining material things to build. Red Wind Line Haul, we're into the hauling quite well. We're in junior, nearly member on that side. Ling family, we are rookie. I'll take it easy. Yeah, well, I'll try to, mate, and I'll catch you soon. Take it easy, dude. Bye. Headhunters, I don't do anything with headhunters. FTL Courier, one little job. Eckhart, Eckhart Security is not happy with me then because that's in red. Covalex I've hit member with. Civilian Defence Force, I'm an applicant. I've done nothing for Citizens of Prosperity, but that's because it's in Pyro. Applicant for that one. Holdings, and that's all salvage. So apparently I haven't done no salvage jobs now. Maybe I should try that and see what that unlocks. Let's have a look at the contracts. So that was ship mining I've done. Might be able to use my ship for something extra here. I should have brought some more copper, really. I could have started just spamming this job a little bit. Alright, hand mining. Is there anything I can collect? Is it going to tell me where to go for this one? Deliver. Oh, so deliver these to there. Alright. So that's already on high. So we got Shubin SMO 22 or Shubin SMO 18. Where are we on the map? Let's see if I can find the stuff, of course, because I've got to find caves and everything. I said we're at SMO 13, so let's just see what happens. I've got the Geo on board with me, so I can use that. I haven't done one of the hand mining missions for a while. If I can scroll this down, there we go, hand mining. We'll say you then, accept. But normally it gives you an idea where to. I'll track it. Right, so if I move my head down to there, is that just going to say deliver? So I've got to find this stuff. Right, so click on the map. Let's have a look and see if we can find places where to find this material. And if I read the contract properly, that might have helped. Have I got to deliver actually all of that, or deliver one? Nah, I've got to deliver all of it. Okay. So I've got to find all that stuff. And I don't think Hadnite is over here, is it? Map. So if I click on here, for instance, Microtech only has... Might have to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, see, Microtech only has Janelite, Dolivine and Alpharite. I might avoid that one for the moment unless I go back over to what's it called, Hurston. Contracts. What else can I try and earn from? Should have collected all that. Got loads of these refueling. So none of that saying none of those hand mining chains say the Janelite, so it's always the other one. Okay, mercenary. I'm hoping the mercenary thing will start working. I haven't done a boarding action in ages. Call to arms, coal invasive creatures. Gonna need a small ship at night. Stellar contracts. That's places for within this system. Delivery. Yeah. I'll sort it. Let's go for an adventure. Right.
Ring, ring. Shubin calling. Just saw you picked up another contract. Online. Be sure to read the details of the message.
I wish hang on, there's some alpha right over there I can pick up. Most of it I can get from here. It's just the Hadonite will be the issue. And definitely should have used a smaller smaller ship for this job. Can't even see down there. Just curious to see what I would unlock. Really, that's the thing. That's what I want to do. Just waiting for these little rocks to show up or something. Come on. Am I really that above it? Oh, there they are. Oh, wow. So from where this camera angle is... Oh, no, hang on. I can just see it. I think. Is that them under there? No, that can't be. That's the texture of it, right? Well, actually, we're lower here. Hopefully I'm not anywhere near the base for that. I do love a big ship. A big, fat, bulky, slow ship. Oh, apparently I'm just going to get out my seat and pull out my med gun. And now the tractor beam. Let's put that away. No need for violence. Right, go over to here. Trespassing or private property. Well, it can't be because it's my ship, so no. Don't think I'm going to be risking prosecution. Right. Still waiting for that day where you could actually just remotely access these doors if you're in a ground vehicle or something like that. I probably should have got a ground vehicle out while I was here, actually. Like the Grey Cat Rock. Well, I'm hoping this one's going to work this time around, because when I was trying to move it last time, the legs weren't going. It was moving on the spot near where I could move it. It was basically kind of flying it. Right, ready? Go. Hey, it's working. Oh. It's got to be said, but get away from her, you. No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm being a good boy. That's what I love about this one, though, because it can fly-ish. Well, we've got a lot of alpha right here. Let's see if I can get enough of this stuff. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can... Oh, yeah, can I still... Oh, you can ping it. Let's see. There we go. Get it into the green, let it go. Oh no, hang on, I can still hold it in the green because it goes into the overcharge, but it doesn't actually go into the red. So I'm having that. So these I could just literally shoot and have a high power, it won't matter. Come on, pop it. Pop it. Ooh. I just can't see though. I mean, it's saying 80. Is that 80 of the smallest units, or I would assume it would be the bigger units, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, that's just moved the laser off it. Shouldn't have done that. That's working better than it used to. This would be really janky. I suppose the beauty part about doing this kind of mission is you could just stock up and it'll always be available for you to take the same contract, just for a different place. yeah, what I might have to try to do while I'm searching out for this stuff, I might have to see if I can find. Well, if I go near the place that I need to hand into, is find out if it's, because right now the smaller units are CSEUs, so in reality I'm already above the 80. Was that a name? Hi there, mate. Was it Oliver Smith 292? This is Star Citizen, a game that I've been in quite a long time in the in an alpha stage. It's hopefully got its story campaign to come out soon. And currently, this is just one of the job roles you could do. This is like one of the jobs on offer. You got mining, salvaging. There are on-ground combat, space combat. Right now, I'm just trying to collect all these rocks up. And I'm going to find out if I've actually got enough of them, or I actually need to get the exact amount. Lucky with lasing these ones, I'm not overcharging it into red, because if that goes into red and it went off, you lose some of the product. There we go. Right, okay, so we got all that, I think. Nope, some more rocks here. I've forgotten to grab those. Let's make sure we got it all. Right, so we have got, according to that, we've got basically we filled up to. It's saying nothing on there, but I think let's make sure of that. Unless that's broken, I'm not entirely sure. Because normally you get a readout on the side of what you're containing, but we'll know when I go and check the storage in the back of this machine. Oop. Leave you about there. Just going to jump out this suit and have a look at the where is it open? Hopefully it's still all in there, in the crate. So I need to hold F, so it shows me more menus, and I go to open. Oh, there you go. I've got 40. I've got. There you go. So look, I've been collecting. If you've been watching from earlier, I've got a full load. Or no, yeah, I'm just over it. I'm carrying 47 of that, 32, so I have definitely got enough alpha, right? Is this on Xbox? Sadly not. I don't know if they're planning on bringing like the story mode to the Xbox or something in the future, because I use a controller. I use an Xbox controller for this, because you can map it and all that lot. So maybe it's something they might do in the future. I would hope they would do too, because I think it would do them good as well. Right, so we've got 523. No, that's the quality. So anything with this Q, some of you might not be able to see it, what I'm looking at on here, but I'm streaming to all the other places in full screen. But I've got, yeah, so this one's 47 of that, 32 of that, 24 of that. So I definitely got more than 80. The only problem I didn't do is consider the box. So what I might have to do is, how much can I actually put? Can I put a lot of that in my bag? That's the problem. Let's have a look in here first. Open up. So if I shove because I'm still going to need 100 of the other thing. I should have brought some more crates. I think it was originally, but I think they took it down. It might be something they could look at in the future, but obviously they gotta make sure everything works right. I mean, it'll do them some good. And then again, it doesn't stop them from putting the story mode out the side. The one, you know, Star Citizen itself, because the story mode is Squadron 42. But as for Star Citizen itself, it's, I will say MMO, but it's not. Depends how many. I can't remember how many right now we can get in the server without it having a hissy fit. What would have been close enough, well, to an extent, but it's a shame they cancelled. Because I played Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and it's a shame they cancelled Odyssey for the consoles in the end. Because that you can land, get out your ship, and do some like on-ground settlement missions. But this, sadly, with like, you know, Star Citizen, it's in its alpha stage, but it does offer some great views and different planets. Let's get my engine back on. We need Donovan. I do need more crates, so what I might do is still swap a ship, go to something else, but I'll store these. And then I look over there and I see the word. Oh no, that's a different rock. Although, I might go and grab that because I do need other material if I want to craft things. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over to there because that looks quite hilly. I should have probably brought the Grey Cat Rock. Whoa, wait. I could actually do that, couldn't I, really? Because even if I take that storage box out and put it into a freight elevator lift, I can use it. And then I get the box back empty. Let's go over here. We're going to go and grab the Grey Cat Rock because I think my maximum limit is three vehicles out at one time. So if you're going to have a big ship out, at least make use of the space. Come on. Game name Rasmus. This is Star Citizen. Just landing myself in. Yep, that's the one. Oh, I just realised what the reply was. Try to keep up with that chat box on the other side. So I only streamed to three places at the same time. Took me ages to get a multi-chat that worked. I really want this game. The closest I got to this is No Man's Sky. Yeah, I did the same, exactly the same with you with No Man's Sky. I mean, I love that game. Yeah, you always wanted that kind of space thing where you can fly about, land. But this is the closest one that has sort of more to offer. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it in the sense of like what's called, it is great, and sometimes it looks, there are some great things in there, but there is a lot of pain sometimes with some builds. They become really atrocious. Right now we're over here somewhere, one of the landing pads. This one's not much of a game breaker in such, but over the landing pads you can just about see some weird glitch going on with the like the textures there where it goes purple. That's something that's new that's happened to this build. Not much of a game breaker, but there are game breaking bugs every now and then. So sometimes if you ever do go into this game, it's a love and hate relationship. It is like Marmite. There's days where me and my friends have like had amazing moments, and then other times there's times where your soul just gets destroyed. What's that? You can now make your own ships in space stations. No, not yet. Not that I know of. Oh, sorry, you're on about in No Man's Sky. Yes, yeah, I've got it on my. I've got No Man's Sky on my Steam Deck. I love going on that every now and then. Alright, so I want the Grey Cat Rock. Let's well, doesn't matter which one I get because none of them were edited. Alright, so retrieve that. So you should just suddenly see. Hopefully they'll change this in the future and have something like an elevator to bring it up. There it is. because right now that's kind of a immersion breaking when that happens. I love games you can fly anywhere, planets to explore, them like an open world and planets freely. Yes, I mean exactly. In this, you could just go off and do things that you want, mine, salvage. But I would suggest if you ever want to go down this route, if you've got a PC that can handle it, I would suggest an Aurora Mark II to start off with, which is probably the cheapest one. They're making a Star Destroyer from Star Wars, isn't it? Oh, mate, yeah, we can put these in building that stuff.
Systems activated. Systems on.
Right, so this is the Grey Cat Rock. This is another one sort of storage I can use. So a bit like that machine in the back of there, but that holds the Atlas Geo that I was in a moment ago mining. That's got a smaller box compared to this. Whoa, okay, it's a bit bouncy. Right, so if I just park there, engine off. Right, so what do you do and can do in this game? Right, well, right now I am doing, basically I'm taking a contract for hand minables. I'm going to actually make it easier. If I press F1 and bring up the contract so I can read out all the various things that you can get involved in. So you've got collection, delivery jobs, which is standard kind of like A to B, different stuff. They're basically one size SCU boxes. You've got investigations where you can do some on-ground combat sort of missions. You've got locate a missing person, which sometimes basically you need to go to like a wreck site somewhere and find a body and then interact with it to say that you found them. And you'll get different. It will show you how much money you can get per contract. You can be a bounty hunter. You can do hauling. There's different kind of hauling contracts. You've got planetary, local, stellar, and interstellar, and they're all various in price. And the more you do for companies, you'll rank up, sort of thing, and then you get better offers and better jobs. Mercenary, which is sometimes some of the stuff I like to do, which is bunker missions. So you turn up, get your guns ready, get down there, start shooting at people, especially pirates. I will try and do as many of them in this stream if I can. Right now I've just been doing hand minables, but I thought if I put this on here, I can use that to grab hold of anything else. There's a mission called Space Rats. No. There's, as far as I know, the fossil rat. There's fuel rats. I know there's fuel rats in Elite Dangerous. The enemy groups in this one, actually, I'm not sure about the space rat ones, unless that's an org, maybe. But there is a... I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, fuel rats is the other one. That's Elite Dangerous. But if you've got a PC and you've got Elite Dangerous, have a look at Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and then you'll be able to do things a little bit like this. Not as like the planets are like, which you're about to see me leave this one. I'm going to head back to my hangar, and then we're going to pick up another machine, a ship to fly around in, and I'll take on some of those missions. I want to see if they've done. I want to collect some goods that I can dismantle, because you can craft some of your own stuff if you wanted to. So let's put this away. Landing gear in. And if I choose something smaller, I can get around a bit quicker. And this isn't the biggest ship I own either. So cool. Can you go anywhere on the planets? Yep. This I did a video on. It's on my the YT channel, shall we say? There's a video I done, and I actually did a test between two locations. I actually drove. Oh, thank you for the follow. I just noticed. Yeah, I did a drive. It was 120 kilometers from one of these outposts to the other. And thank you for the other follow. Thank you, Liam and Rasmus. So if you're still about, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do some of the. I'm not space combat wise. I am crap at it unless I can pick a low level one and I know I can win. But so we'll fly up. I'm going to go and grab onto another ship that I can use for, like, if I want to do ground combat. Use my electric weapon, because sometimes I can collect stuff, put it into my backpack and make use of it. So right now I've got to fly at least 11 whatever it is on the altitude in kilometers, which will allow me to then QT. QTing is basically your like I would say light speed. It's your FTL kind of thing. Right, I'm not going to bother with that mission though, man, but I'm going to save that stuff. I downloaded it when I had it on that subscription, but it stopped, so I don't go. It's odd. Where is? Aha! If I go to this circle here, it should say OM, which is orbital marker. So if I use that, that'll get me away from this planet. One of the places with the most, has more planets and moons, is Pyro, and Pyro is a complete lawless city. Oh, what the hell? Someone's abandoned a ship over here, and I haven't got my. Oh no, that's a player ship. He's just turned up here. He's in a Connie. Hello there. Hope you're not following me, mate, because I don't know where I'm going. Right, I'm not. Oh, hang on. I could deliver it, but I need to keep that stuff. This feels like Star Wars. Oh, there are some ships very Star Warsy that you could see in this. This ship is this is where I'm flying this from. Wasn't the original intended place. There's a, you can't see it on here, but on the very far left on this ship, that points out is the actual command module. But there was a lot of problems, and a lot of people wanted to fly the ship from the centerpiece, which I'm in. But obviously, you got the obstructed view. But I don't care. I can live with that because I quite like the idea of flying from this bit. So if you go to your full library and look around, and right, let's get back to my home location, and we're going to swap ships. And we're going to try some of the ground combats, because I keep seeing the boarding action one. That's quite a fun mission. There's a possibility that it could go wrong and I'll end up waking up in hospital. In the game, that is. In the game. You can, basically that's kind of like acts as your spawn point. So there are ships that if you've got them, there's one I've got which I can use to respawn back on, providing it's got the med gel. Caterpillar. No, you mean Caterpillar. This is the Ironclad Assault. There's two versions, and this is the Assault one. To be fair, we've looked at it. The only difference is the normal Ironclad has loads of tractor beams. This one has a shed load of turrets, but also has slightly less cargo space. I still wait, even though I wanted the cargo space, but I got the whole B for small kind of cargo missions. Right, let's get over to here where I want to go and land. We're going to switch out a ship, and I'm going to take you on a funny adventure of different locations. Now, and then you will probably see the bugs that have happened or things that could go wrong. So yes, this thing is not absolutely, perfect, but there are moments that you could capture and get involved, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! Looks amazing." Need a couple of upgrades. Is that upgrade as in computer upgrade, or do you mean as in the ships that you own, or? We're just flying down to here. Oh, let's lift that up so I can see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about computers myself. In the end, it was because of some of the mates of mine gave me the sort of information that I needed to know. And then I basically bought one that was pre-built, but with the right kind of stuff, not just I had to really shop about. How doesn't your PC explode? my PC would. Believe it or not, I bought mine on. I think I had some whatever credit with. I don't know if it's a credit card or whatever it's classed as, but either way, I bought it through Amazon. There's two companies, Fierce PC, but that was my old previous one, but I can't remember what this one was. So this computer I'm using currently cost me just over $1,000 with 5 installments, so it didn't really skint me out. Cyber power PC, good. I've not heard of that one. Actually, no, I think I have actually. I just can't remember its look. Right, well, it would put my hanger over there, wouldn't it? Of course it would.
Shield system online.
Right. Let's fly over there. It's a good job that person's leaving there because he could have flown up and I didn't see him and he could have smashed into my ship. Oh, is it cyber power PC? Are good. Paid. I'm not from the US now. I'm UK. I'm UK based. I was about to buy new PC, but for wait 2 months. Yeah, that's the only downside right now because obviously with the PCs and stuff, it was a RAM business. Because obviously a lot of things were buying up RAM and everything else. On my, if you're ever watching on the YT channel, shall we say, I have my PC specs in the description. Because right now I'm on an NVIDIA 4070, if I remember that correctly, and 32GB RAM. As long as you've got a decent enough card, definitely I would suggest 32GB RAM. And I mean the game's always been heavily optimized as well, so this is what happens when it comes to early access business, isn't it? But it's been, touch of wood, it's been running quite nicely. Right, let's drop down here. Always worried I'm going to catch the back end of the ship on the doors. Right, coming in for landing. Welcome to home base. Now, one of you asked about the planets and stuff, about the exploration. Just so before we go anywhere and do anything. So this is Babbage. So if I zoom out of here, Babbage, or sorry, say Microtech, sorry. Babbage is the name of the location I'm at. Portraits, each home location normally has a station above it. Now Microtech itself, if I just zoom out, Microtech has also 3 moons. It has Calliope, Clio and Euterpe. And because it's on the outer ridge of the Stanton system, so if I zoom out even further, Stanton system itself, because it's outside furthest from the sun, you got Hurston, and that's got 4 moons, I think. Crusader, which has 3 moons. Arcorp, which has only 2 moons. They're a bit could play till 3.2. Then it went one. This. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I joined Star Citizen during 3.8, 3.9, I think, around about COVID year, I think. And then you've got these gateways. Now, one of the gateways they've added, moved around, it's a temporary place, which you can go to Nyx, which is a big, like, asteroid-looking place. Pyro Gateway, which has got, basically, it's a lawless system, and it has a lot more moons. Lots of moons I haven't actually been to. Well, I've been meaning to do, like, a tour of some of these planets I've never seen. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this current contract, or I'm just going to... untrack it, maybe just leave it there so it doesn't affect my my ranking. Right, so if I go to, let's say we're going to try this. I haven't done where is the mission in Mercenary? Always take a call to arms, because call to arms is if you kill someone with a bounty on their head, and that includes an NPC, you get extra credits. So go back to offers, and I'm going to go to Mercenary again because I keep seeing, oh, is it gone? Alright, I've not seen the mission there, but I'm going to do I'm going to remove some wildlife. So I'm going to do that on purpose while we're at it, and that mission comes back. So this one wants me to take out, exterminate a Marok on Microtech and a Copian. Okay, that's going to be interesting. If I can remember what they, if I can find them. And that's worth 62, I think, did that just say 62k just to do that mission? I just want to see if I read that right. Yeah, 62k. But I also want to try and do these missions because they might actually, I might earn blueprints for new stuff. Or it just adds more rep to all the different companies. Right, cargo hold. Started 1.4, Nyx is cool, Levski returned. Yeah, Levski is now back in the Nyx system. Because, yeah, when I started, you had Delamar, and Delamar was where Levski was at the time. And then obviously it disappeared for a while. Let's see if I can grab all of these stones. Or grab as many as I can and put them into the... no. Oh yeah, that's the right button. should have grabbed the extra boxes for that. Right, so if I grab you into there, oh, that's gone in. Can I get the whole lot? Something tells me no. Right, I've got that big amount there, so close you. What I should have done is put another big crate in here so I can just quickly unload stuff onto it. Yeah, what I love about Levski, in the sense when you go there, that area, when you go down into where the marketplace is and you can buy loads of different stuff, that amazed me. Yeah, I felt like I was in some sort of like Star Wars-y, sci-fi space type film. Right, let's get back over here. So I need to pick one of my ships that I can use as an all-rounder. Actually, I just realised that it's saying it's percentages on the kill on the animals. So it might be X amount per one. Copian should be easy to spot. It's just the Marok ones. Right, let's just put these away into there. Drop you in there then, shall we? Thank you. I don't want to take that gun. Actually, I should, just in case I want a bit more ballistics, because right now I'm using like an SMG energy-based weapon. Got my burrito, got loads of my burritos with me. Got health sticks. Right. Ooh. Let's go and pick the next ship to fly out. Right, what am I going to use? Potentially that I could use in all scenarios. I'm saying that, I know if I do get into a fight, actually this one's been bricked, so I just need to quickly clear that up. Anything that ship-wise that is greyed out like that, you just scrap it to get it off the list. I should really probably use the alien ship because I think you got quite a few weapons on that, and it's got a storage thing on the out. It's an external storage. It's at the back of the ship, but it gives me quite a few weapon things to fire. So let's retrieve. Don't know if I can change its. I don't even know what drive it is for its QT drive. I could buy a new one for it. Take you around the city and you can have a look. Just check what drive is on that. Landing, no, not landing vehicle. Right, so we need to look at attack railing. What have we got? So it's propulsion system, no, not that, systems. Bolon, right, Bolon drive is what's on there, which is a, what level is that? So size 2, grade 3, so it's industrial. I don't know what other ones they sell here, so I need a size 2. So I really should consider changing it. And it might then give me a bit better journeys. Right, where's the store? But no, it's a Drake Ironclad store. Question is, are these elevators going to work, or should I fly over to the city? You can have a see what you can get up to now. Let's just say elevator called. There is a component shop on this planet. I just don't know what they got, because most of the things you want to do is you got to go and find it. Let's go to the spaceport. If we're lucky enough, we might even see other people running around. Let's take the helmet off. Just in case I need to go and buy any food and drinks. The fact that they've actually now finished the thing where you can take the helmet off and you can either, there's two ways of pressing the button. You'll either put it in his hand and hold it under his arm sort of thing, or Alt H and it'll put it onto a slot that works on the back. Oh, it's another player, I think. Let's go past all this lot. How's it handling? It's handling it by hopes and dreams. I'm using a 4070 NVIDIA card, 32 gigabyte. I wish I could tell you what the I'm not really computer literate, but wherever my i7 is, I think, for the CPU, if I got that right. I have got it in my description on the YT channel because my memory is like this would be like blank. So much things. Actually, why I'm also here. Oh, quick! Get on the train. Oh. Yes. This one of those definitely games that I was definitely resource hungry. So I totally know where you've been to Starman. Can we make it to? Right, so we're going to the Commons, so we're going to go and pick up the goods. Well, I'm hoping to find a better drive than Bolon either way. Have you had any lag? I get occasional lags by sort of bits in certain areas, depending what's going on. Sometimes I always look at it where it's not optimized, or it's just something's heavy going on there and it's struggling. But as right now, I mean, I'm at 60 FPS. I don't know, sometimes in some levels that you go to or places you go to, and there's always like to do with the lighting and all that. Like, I always find that what happens where it starts to drop frames and all that. The only other lag I have seen in this, but that sort of tends to be the server problem, which is sometimes you get into fights and you're in a fight with an NPC, and then he'll be in front of you, and the next thing you know, he's suddenly on the other side somewhere. But other times I've had some bits and it's worked perfectly. I think sometimes it's just a miracle. The promenade, that's where I need to go. But first of all, oh, why not? Let's see if the ice cream does any benefit for me, shall we? Well, that's a fairly funny place to put ice cream. Sometimes they work better. I normally just carry a load of these. It's going to go for the box for there for some reason, but I always use that Crooks yellow bottle one, or yellow-green, because it does both food and drink. Or if you go over there, buy a smoothies. The smoothies are quite good. And then, I'm going to be a good boy. Only this once. There we go. And put my helmet back on. Right, so we need to go to, I've forgotten the name, I think it's Omega. And see if I can find something a bit higher than a grade 3. Or, yeah, grade 3, because it needs to be size 2, grade 1 or something like that. Or even a grade 2 if I can get something that's going to beat the Bolon, because Bolon it's okay-ish, but I used to love using the crossfield drive because they were quicker, but they were a bit more fuel hungry. Right, so categories, I am looking for systems, and then I want quantum drives. Right, we got Agni, that's a size 3, that's a size 1. You're a size 2, but you're a B. Grade B, sorry, so it's Les. Flash. Oh. Right. I wonder if that'd be any better. With improved spooling and calibration, the new Arc flash drive can get you in and out of quantum easier and faster. Right. Well, I've got the money to spend anyway, so I'm going to buy one of those. What else have we got? Another only industrial one. And that's a grade B. Juno Sternwork understands that your most important job is to keep your cargo alive. That's a lot of money. Might be better, so I'm going to grab one of those. Goodbye, cash. Sunfire, that's a competition. Great performance and elegant design makes the ace certification Sunfire contract so favoured among racing fans and enthusiasts. Impulse, nope. I was my well, ever since they did the cargo jobs you can do in this, you can make a lot of money quite quickly. Or if you're with your mates as well, because if you share missions together, the money will build up over time. If you're all just grabbing loads of quests, or even working together, helping each other out, and you can send money to each other. I don't know if I really want the racing one. I don't really what differences it's going to make, but you know what? I could try them out, couldn't I? I guess. Although I would like to stay above 4 million, so I'm going to put the Huracan onto my attack. So now what I can do, because I'm here, bring up the vehicle, go to the attack, So I could now change the drive. The only thing I've got to remember now in this, you've got to ensure your loadout.
How's it going?
Right, quantum drive. So, oh, there's a flash drive here. Don't remember seeing that. Oh no, see what? See everyone that bought, wasn't it? Slow brain. Right. Thank you for the follow, Starman. Flash Hurricane. I think industrial sounds like the right thing to use. I mean, the other Bolon was a grade C. So I'm going to go with the Hurricane. Save and equip.
Hi.
We'll see if that does better. Although the flash one would be the... actually, saying that, he did say the flash drive was the one that had a better improved calibration and thing time. Cooling. Is it cooling? Hang on, let's make sure of that, because that's the issue I was finding with it. But I don't know if that means at a cost it's going to make the journey a little bit longer. So that's the only thing I don't know. But then what I could do, what's the mole use? I just want to see what other ships that are using different drives. Yeah, that's using a Hurricane, and that gets me to think quite regularly. So yeah, we'll stick with the Hurricane right now. We'll stick with that one. Either way, I've got the other drive as a backup if something goes wrong. Normally what I do is I'm taking you on the train journey because half the time I would normally be lazy. I'll get a small ship out, fly over to the city, and there's another doorway into this area. But on my other what's called channels, I did do a video which was quite fun as an experiment. I did a long drive, 120 kilometers, using a was it Grey Cat MTC, and I did it. I made it. The ground vehicle was literally it was hitting. It lost all its outer armor or something like that, so it was down to its own hull, and I made it without it blowing up. Compared to another video I've got coming up soon, where I decided to try and do another A to B journey using the X1, and shall we say that didn't go very well. It's a hover bike, so I thought, well, that might be alright, but it was quite comical at that time, let alone soul destroying. Right, let's check this out. Make sure that is on the ship. Don't want it not being saved. Right, yeah, so we got you on there, so hopefully you should work a lot better. Oh, he's using electric rifle. 2 electric type wave rifles. Alright there, mate. I would use the invite chat, but I wouldn't want to scare him. So I'll hold the button then and go, how you doing? I'm using my Sunfire suit, I think, or to buy a mixture of things. Oops, wrong one. Let's get into battle. Oh, run. I mean, we're going the same place. I'm sure you don't mind sharing the elevator. Because there's only one place he's going to go. Now, actually, just another little FYI, if you ever do go down the route of getting into this game, if you shoot another player, if they haven't shot at you, and you shoot at them, they have the full right to, the way the crimes work is they can issue or approve the whatever you did to them. So first of all, it'll be if you shoot them and they don't die, it'll be a grievous body harm, and then obviously if you take them out, it builds up their crime even more. But also it's the same. If someone just randomly came over and blew up your ship, you can press charges, press the charges on them, and they'll get like a bounty on their head for the crime stat. And if you get anything over crime stat 3, then yeah, you're in deep trouble, because then there'll be player bounty hunters looking for you for that nice bit of money. You'll be risking your life. Thank you for the follow there, Jack. 2wheel5. Underscore. Is that underscore? Oh, sorry, I'd say underscore. Right, so we're going to come over here. Right, and first of all, before I bring out the attack, I'm going to ensure it's loadout because it's got the Hurricane now on it. Submit. And confirm. What's this? I tried playing this where it was very hard to get used to controls. I mean, yeah, it depends how you're playing it. So my friends, they use a lot. They've been using HOTASs and flight sticks for ages. I've got some, but I still kind of struggle with that. Now, at the moment, because I play a lot of survival games, I tend to use, depending on how I'm playing it, but this, I use mouse and keyboard for this sort of stuff. Doing all this. Getting into the action, pulling out the gun, shooting, you name it. However, let's put that away. But when it comes to flying, I use an Xbox One controller, which is not ideal because there's a lot of controls for the ship, but it's doable. Right, so this ship I don't normally kind of go for out of my from what I own in game or what I bought. Ooh. What's it? Victor's gaming laptop, but still getting used to the laptop too. Yeah. See a laptop. I can only imagine how tricky that must be to get over there. I'm assuming it's got like the trackpad and everything else in there, and so where your arm would have to be and stuff, it would irritate me, I think. I mean, gaming laptop is great, but yeah, especially for portable, you can take it wherever you want. So we're going to get onto this weirdly shaped ship. I didn't show it there, but the back of it where I was running past, it can hold up to 640 different. There's different cargo stuff in this that you'll be able to find different box sizes depending on missions you take on. That's why I'm using this ship, because it can probably get me around to do a bit of all sorts. So first of all, we're going to go hunt some animals. And then I'm going to try and hunt down and see if I can get a mission for taking some pirates out. But hopefully they'll be working, because last time I went to do a pirate mission, or whatever it was, they were all running around in their boxer shorts, like they spawned in without any weapons, let alone any armor. Right, here we go. Let's do this. Like I said, I'm not one for the alien ships as such. But out of all of them at the moment, this one is the better one compared to the smaller one you can get called the Silen. I think it's Silen, but it's weird because when you get into it, you're actually sat. It's hard to explain it. When it's landed, you're actually like this. It's landed backwards in a way. So I'm glad this one doesn't do that. Yeah, unfortunately, don't have the space for real gaming. Yeah, oh yeah, I had the same issue at one point. That's why I can't use the joystick and the throttle, because my setup, my desk and everything is just not big enough. I got the point at the start where you jump to the first destination and then gave up. We'll start where you jump. Yeah, that's what I get you. I mean, like, yeah, but yeah. When you're trying to get into things like this. Right, I need to. Let's have a look. So if I'm going to go Copian hunting and Marok, I need to find a good spot. I'm actually fully out of the area yet. Hi, whoa! Or I can use the song on you now. Sorry, Miss Watson. You just played that out loud, didn't you? I just know for well. Right. Oh, I love it. You're welcome. And if you're at home, hopefully you're not. I hope you're not having to get your purse out to buy a game. This one will cost you a fortune. Right. Oh, hang on. We've got Heller's Regret. Now, I not necessarily have to go there, but just trying to find a place I know where I'm going to go to and hunt these animals. Let's try Drifters. Actually, no, Dunbar, because if I go to Dunbar, actually I'll just type it on the thing. It will be much quicker. If I go to there, I did notice there was a lake nearby and a river. So it's got a part of the water tech they did. Nope, wrong button. Let's not do that. Right, show me. Ah, that's right there. Look. So I was right near it. Right, let's go. Let's get to Dunbar. Going to go take my frustration out on GTA players later. Can't do it. Yo up. Take them out for me, mate. I haven't played GTA in such a long time. Thank you for the follow too, bud. Right, we're flying down to here, on the nice light side of the planet. We're going to go down and get some trouble. We'll actually watch again. This is the stuff I adore seeing. Well, this is helping me so I know what to kind of stream and do, because a lot of the videos and content I do is games like this. Anything that's got survival, sandbox, simulation, exploration, freedom, you know, that kind of thing. I do love that type of game. I've just lost direction where I was going now. That's Heller's Regret. Where's Dunbar? Is it over there? It's normally in front. There it is. I mean, this is the other thing. This just look how beautiful that is right now. Look, I'm flying down to. Granted, obviously, vertical streaming probably cuts out a lot from the widescreen, but how many things would you say when you see things like this flying down through these clouds? Also, if you do get it right, you can get water particles across the glass. I played Resident Evil Requiem recently. I haven't played it, I've seen it. The last one I played was Village. Right, here we go. I think I might have just sort of lost and drifted off a little bit there. Oh, thank you, Yakumo Fuji. Is that right? Fuji? Yeah, Fuji, 666. For the follow too. Right, there, over there you can just about see. Good watch power, God. Thank you, Starman, take it easy. We're just flying towards. I just realised you can see the rivers on the actual two lakes from over here. So you can also find little homesteads like this. Some like built-in places, and sometimes you could do, well, you could be naughty, but I mean, I am in a lawful system, so things could go wrong if I start attacking innocent people. Get a crime stat on my head and be chased. Right, so we're now flying down here. I'm just going to turn QT off because my shield was down. That wouldn't be good. I just seen a symbol over here for a potential Marok location. Thank you for the follow, Alfie. Hope you're doing alright, mate. Right, I'm doing a bit of hunting over here because there's these is it Marok? If I can pronounce it right. It's a potential location now. They wouldn't be sitting on these rocks by now, so I'm going to put out the landing gear. Oh, I think I just saw some actually. There they are. They're very. I might have to use that other gun of mine to get them because they are. Whoa, okay. That was a bit of GeForce landing apparently. Right, let's turn the engine off just in case, because things could go wrong if you leave your engine on sometimes. Or even if you leave it off on some planets. So I had a time where I was chasing my ship. Gotta go, slaughter awaits. Catch you soon, Norse. I can say it now, that's a lot of words. I'm just gonna say Norse. Or Norse Prime, because that sounds more... Not Norse Primal. Right, let's get... Whoa. The ship is absolutely like a maze to get around. It's an alien ship built for the humans. Right, I'm going to have to switch my gun with you, I think, because I don't think my small rifle is going to get them. And I haven't got... Oh, hang on, that's a good point. Have I got a scope to put on that? Because... Right, let's have a look. If I want to customize the spot, please have a scope I can put on here. No, I have not. Oh well. I'm going to have to go with iron sight. Right. Come here, buddy. Come on. How about you? Ah, got one. That's 6%. And also, you can collect some of these, some things from these animals. Whoa! What did he bounce to? Oh. I thought these ones would attack us, but they don't seem to. Come on, come back over here. The only downside is I haven't got any more ammo for that, so I'm gonna have to hope for getting a bit closer to them. Can I collect anything from these things? No, maybe not. I know you can get it from the Copians, but shockingly, if I just clear that area up of this, I have, and I'm going to have to get some more ammo for that. I will try with this gun, but it's not guaranteed. Let's go and have a look at the. Oh, it started snowing again. Run, run, little legs, run. See if I can find the Copians, because they are on the ground. I mean, for 32k for a contract, I mean, that's pretty damn good. But I'm hoping it'll give me a blueprint for something I can build and make. Come on, get to the bridge. There we go. Turn around because it's behind me. Now, just in case you're wondering about the 4 seats, I think I've just got into the wrong seat. I've got into a tractor beam one, I think. Maybe not, maybe not. There are 4 seats in there, so the 2 at the front, left side is the pilot, the co-pilot is on the right, and then the 2 behind are the left and right, of my words, are basically tractor beams, which are somewhere, I wish I can point them out for you, but basically, oh, it's on the end, actually on the bottom of each foot. On the back, it's hard to tell, but that's how you will then connect it to this big rear where you're putting your boxes. Why is my engine? I am not in. I am actually in the tractor beam, aren't I? I did get into it. Yeah, the seat's still down there. I knew I got into the wrong thing. I knew I had a funny feeling and I sensed it. Right, let's try that again. Right, now we gotta get this off the ground. Now, engine back on. Let's go and have a look at the lake and river. I might find some Copians nearby, maybe. Where are you? There you are. Let's go over there. Right, do a ping. There's some harvestables. That'll be like plant life and God knows what. Let's put that in. Raise the landing gear. Landing gear up. Now, I will ruin the immersion for you, but you can't swim, I'm afraid, so... But if you can find planets with like oceans and that lot, which there are some, if you get low enough you can get that lovely water trail. That's another harvestable there. Rocks. No, hang on. That's what are these animals are space cows. I won't get out the ship for this, but I'll try and zoom in so you can see what they look like. But these are what I call space cows. If I can get this right and I'll just hold F to zoom in on them. Ooh, I'm actually touching the floor. Right, so if I hold F and then mouse wheel that in. Anybody fancy a grazer steak? Underneath them, so if you do take them out, you can collect, there's like underneath them, they're like eggs. You can collect them to sell. You don't really get much from them, but there are maybe jobs that might require you to collect those kind of eggs to hand in. But now I've got to try and see if I can find the copians. Copians are like ravaged dogs, coyotes, a mixture of creatures really, if I'm honest. Where are we going? Where are you? Probably going to need to do some proper combat. Take out some pirates or enemy factions. Grab some stuff. Extra ammo for the gun I'm using. Oh, hang on. There's more space birds over here. I just realised what I could try and do. This might not work, but I'm going to try it. It might be hard to tell from this screen, but if I can see them flying about, I might be able to shoot them with the ship lasers. A bit overkill, but it might work. It's all lasers. Come on. Oh, that's not good. That hurts. I just noticed those rocks are a bit wobbly on the air. It's obviously something to do with that. That's probably why the weird effects I've been getting on certain things. I can just about see him. If you can see him on your screens, there's all the little flying birds around there, but he's trying to fathom out where my lasers are firing. I might need... wait a minute. I've just realised all my power management is actually absolutely shoddy. There we go. Let's do that, because that will recharge it and make it better. That was... Let's add one more into my speed. Come on. We can catch it. Yeah, I got one. This is overkill. It's just I haven't got any other ballistic weapon ammo for the S-71. Need that to charge the weapon up better. You have to let it cool down. That's another one. That's another one gone. I didn't realise this mission was going to be that difficult. Or how many I was having to potentially take out, but it's better than what it used to be. Come on, get up there. Just realised the weather change. I'm on a road right now, but once I park, me and the squad are rolling deep into your stream. Happy up on. What's that on? Thank you, mate. Thank you for stopping by. We're currently just in the middle of it. Oh, I don't know where they've all gone now, but where I just can't believe that. I've just loved to see the change of weather already. Now look how amazing that is. Like it's all got dark. The clouds really do mean a thing when it happens. So is it on the road? Right, let's see if we can find the next. Still got to find some copians. Sometimes it is a case of just QTing to other places, other bit of lands. But I mean, look at that. Look at just how wonderful that looks compared to anything else I've ever seen. Right, man, give me some copians. How many more Marits? So I've got 53% of them done. Oh, just realised I'm coming. It's like you can see where it's transitioning right now. That is just sweet. I love it. That's another harvester wall. When you get a bit closer, keep pinging out. But those who don't know a lot about this game, or interesting in this thing, there are plenty of different kind of job roles you can do. You don't have to get into combat and do things like this. You can do mining, salvaging, make some money. Whoa, hang on. I think we found some copians. Yes, we have. Now, potentially, I could still do what I just did there and take them out by this gun, but where's the fun in that? Where's the fun? You got to do a bit of risk and reward, right? I just got to hope my gun is powerful. Well, the gun I'm going to be using is powerful enough to take them out. Can't see them spawning in just yet. They've got to be around here somewhere. Keep an eye out. They might just... there he goes. There's one. I'm on the road right now, but once. You just sent the same message twice. Where are you driving from? Hang on, I'm only seeing one copian. That can't be right. There's not normally one on their own. Alright, let's hopefully I can get out of here and get back on the ship without... That's the only risk you can get sometimes when you're landing out in the middle of nowhere. Because sometimes you can't jump back onto your ship. It depends on the ship you have. Some of them have... this has only got one way in, one way out. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's got two. But that's at the back. And that's only if you're in space. So when you're doing like zero gravity sort of stuff. Or jumping from one spaceship to another. Right, come down here. I'm only seeing one though. One lonely little copian. It's going to make my job easier. Ish. Right. Let's use my laser weapon on him because that's the only one with ammo. Yeah, come on, buddy. Get on. But you're on your own. You're making it easy for me. It's fine. Where's all your friends? He's a little bit glitchy. I know. Well, I say glitchy. Probably a bit. You're not gonna. Oh, he's coming for me. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, got him. Bye. Off he goes. Stop running away. Let me take the horn. Right, let's grab one of those. Not seeing any. It's very funny. One on his own. They're normally in a group. Oh.
Yakumo_Fuji just followed.
Thank you for the follow. You found me on there. Thank you, Yakumo. Right, I was running back up to here. I can't believe there's only been one. That's unusual. What I need to do is get some more like ballistic ammo for the other gun. Maybe it'll make not having to use a ship laser to try and take out the Marok ones. So I could stop at a station to pick up any ammo for that, or just see if I can take a chance and try and do a bunker mission, or one of the wherever the nine-tail groups are enemies. Scavenge stuff from them, basically. Right. Can't believe that's all this. I love the fact that's how all dark and gloomy it's got now because of the cloud cover. Up you go, get him up. Raise it up. Well, what we are going to do is we're going to go to contracts, because I can easily come back to that to carry on with the missions. Offers. What else have you got in mercenary for me? Have we got boarding action? Have you returned to me, or have you disappeared? Okay, well, that didn't quite work out to plan there, so we are going to go to secure site. Now, hopefully, it's on Calliope, so it might be different. I'm hoping the elevator will be working, and I'm hoping the pirates won't be just turning up in the boxer shorts. It might mean providing, it made my job easier, but I couldn't loot anything because they didn't have anything on them. Right, let's travel to. Oh, we're right above us. Let's get out of here. I'll have just seen that water effects coming off the back of that. Oh, just realised that's stuck on my screen. It's nice to see that's an old thing with the UI. Let's do that again. How did I get rid of that last time? Is it because it's not? It's because I'm not in a party yet for some reason. Alright, I'm going to be stuck with that on my screen. Unless, of course, I've got it on cruise control. Let me just press escape, options. I normally tend to have to do some of these just to get rid of... No, that didn't work. Oh well, that's going to live there for now. Here we go, we're now leaving the atmosphere. Right, lock onto Calliope. Lock it on. Go. Right, now hopefully I'm going to get into some action. Samantha! Sammykins! Hope you're behaving yourself. I hope you're not causing problems, because we all know what you're like. A disclaimer, we are joking. Clue! Uh-oh. 2 of my work wives. What's going on? Actually, no, 3 of my work wives, funny enough. No, I'm not locking on now. Now I feel I'm under pressure now, don't I? Lock on to the place where we at. Oh, hang on, it was doing it just then. It's the... Oh, well, I wonder where they got all that information from. Smithy! Wow. It's good. I mean, there's no giveaway of who that one is, and completely... Wow. Well, you're not getting with the program. It's Berta's guy, pal. Wow. I love the fact that everyone else went with that, but no, Lee, you had to go completely different. You're not quite... Shut up. Oh, you had to go and say it, don't you? Mr. Purple Python. Or Python. I can't believe that. Have you crashed? Actually, you shouldn't say that because I probably am going to crash. Lift up! Save my ass! I think I've just soiled my... Oh, it's because I've got cruise control still on. That was not going to do me any good, was it? See what you did? You put the pressure on and nearly died. That was a squeaky bum moment, I call it. Right. At least I didn't do it like what happened last time. Martin remembers that very, very well. Herring into a planet. Oh no, the best one, where I didn't actually crash at all, but it was going into a hangar really, really fast. And I just managed to stop the ship in time before it became part of the space station itself. Right, helps if I probably want to put the landing gear down, right? There we go. I nearly did an adventure earlier when I'm considering doing the moons around Pyro 5, because they're all planets we've never really been to. Probably nothing on them, but I've also got bloody things stuck on my screen with the new UI there, but the share isn't available, which is no joke. Can't get rid of it. Right, run. Let's get down there and watch me get absolutely annihilated. Or is it going to be like a birds party down there? Let's see. Entrance. Says Sam says you are not excited enough. Wow, she didn't say that the other time when I was sending it. I mean, don't know what she's on about. How rude. It's going to get entertaining. You might be seeing a butters party down here, unless this elevator works or not, which we're going to find out. Let's see if the actual bad guys have got weapons and armor on, shall we? And not just running around in the boxer shorts. Sub-level 1. Right, this could go wrong. Let's see what happens. And yeah, this is a new thing you might have not seen yet, Martin, but there's some weird texture issues with the rocks. And landing pads at some of the places. Early in Star Citizen. Right. Defend site, enter facility, and prepare. Okay. As long as the security don't shoot me. Right. We got a timer on. Yep, the timer's come up. 52 seconds. Oh, okay, the security guards are all in the elevators. They're gonna have fun, aren't they? Hey boys, you might want to get off there, yeah, because that's where the pirates come. Ah, box. Have we got any ammo? I can take out that. No, but I'll take you. The fuse. Booze. No, that's a can of coffee. What else we got around here then? Got some med beds. He's behind you. No, he's not. What else you got here? War medals. Ooh, fancy trousers. Not the right ammo I need, but I'll take it anyway. I can break this stuff down and make things. Uh-oh. 6 seconds left, and those security guards are going to go disappearing within these elevators, aren't they? Get off the lift, you fool. Alright, let's go and see if these guys are actually going to pop up. Where are you? Alright, I've heard something.
Yeah, took a look at nothing.
Quick, grab that. They're around here somewhere.
That's definitely worth investigating.
I can hear him, but I just can't see him. Oh, well, he's on his own. And you're down. But where's your mates? Oh, he's gone. Oh, so that means security. Either they're getting shot by security or the. Oh, whoa! That's my backside. Whoa, you can do one. Easy to shoot when they're stood still. Well, you know, if they're making it easy for me, I'm going to take the win, right? They're all getting themselves killed. Hello. God damn. Ow. Stop shooting me. I didn't call you a moose. Right, where's my med pen? Let's get jacked up on that stuff. Yeah. Well, we've got the next wave to go for. Those bad guys are working about hard. Oh, wow. That's just mean. At least this guy on the floor here's got ammo. At least he's useful. Not like some of the crew members of mine. I say that. Well, what? Scorch plasma grenade? That's new. I'm nicking that. I'll take your knife as a trophy. Next wave coming soon. You know, I'm going to fire back to change the mag. There's way over here for the next ones to come. Come on back, guys. Bring me the next level. Well, at least this time they actually are spawning in with weapons and armor. Because it was quite amusing the last time I did this, and they were just running around in the boxer shorts, running away from security guards. Uh-oh, I'm going to wait over here. Just let the security guards do all the work, right? No, don't run over here. Go back over there. No, you. Also, actually, I'm going to make, if you are still there, Martin, I'm going to make you laugh. I found out that issue I've been getting where, you know, when we said we were taking contracts and you were supposed to hear some speech and we weren't hearing it. It turns out I had my, the speech volume get all the way down. It's like all my team doing all the work for me. Whoa, okay, not them. I'm trying not to shoot the security guards at the same time because that could go wrong for me right now. You did all right there, guys? You did all right? Good. I did the same. Yes, it wasn't just me. I turned the speech volume down thinking because it was another sound issue, wasn't it? That's what we both did the same thing. They're acting a bit over. There's no one else about, boys. Wait till they come back. What you got on you? Anything good? I got. Ooh. Don't know why I don't want that on me right now. Where's the other grenade I got? Where's that fancy grenade? Is that another one? He's got a scorched one as well. That's new. I've also been making use of the some of the gadgets so we can actually melt them down for the resources. So I actually crafted this gun today, let alone that backpack I did the other day. So I created this. I wanted to see if some of these other missions are going to give me blueprints as well. Because I restarted the ship mining one again, and that gave me a blueprint for a mining head. So I've got to try that out. Where are they? Come on, there's got to be some left. Oh, they're down there. Move, move, move. Well, while they're doing that, I'm going to do some shopping. So let's grab that. Take your ammo and med pen. Glad he didn't notice me. He was too focused on them. Let's see if there's any more in here. Whoa! Oh, pants. Do one.
We're down one.
Oh, they're a bit more active apart from him. And you dead. Next. Oh, he's in here somewhere. Hello, mate. Oh, crap. Oh, reloading. Oh, reload. Shut it. Should have chased me. Oh, there you go. We did it. We did a thing. Back to where we go. No, don't go. No. Don't leave, work wives. Don't leave. Surely you can just get him to do all the work for you. I think you should be allowed an extra break. Whoa! He's shooting at me. What the? Or is he shooting at them? Please tell me he's shooting at them, not me. He's dead, mate. What are you doing? I'm just gonna walk away from that before I get caught up with the crossfire. Let's take that. Take these. Got only so much time left. Can we not hold the grenade in my hand? Oh crap! What else we got here? Let's take you as well. I can take these, but it's hard. There we go. I have to press the right buttons to get it all right. Hopefully, I'm hoping I picked up enough ammo for that other gun. So if I pull that other one out, I should have now. It's got to pull it out of the backpack. There we go. So we got 30 in the thing, and then 90. So basically 2 more mags full in reserve. Let's go. Let's get out of here before security changes his mind and turns me into a mess. Right. Go, run. Remember where the button is. Right, let's get out of here. Gotta make a move. So I didn't get any kind of contract or any blueprints from just doing that, but hopefully that would build up the reputation with whoever that one was for. I just realised I better concentrate on the health there because I'm at 91%. Let's go. wish I could get rid of that bloody sign of the UI up there. Must be a tab for that, surely. Not a tab, but right, set that into cruise control. Let's check the other options that I can use. Tick box. But I did turn off a lot of those things. Get rid of you. Is that going to do it? No. The old ways used to. I swear blind, you should just quickly move the mouse over the. I think it has to be a lot. What's it called one, doesn't it? Contract or not contract? What am I about? In the accepted. Actually, I've got to be in a party because it won't get rid of it that way, will it? The only other way is if I basically perish and wake up in the hospital, I think it will restart that. I wonder if I can just open up a party without being in one. I mean, not having to invite somebody to open one up. I don't think I can do it. Actually, if I use his name, invite to party. Right, so if I do that, because he's at home, so he's not actually online. So let's see if this works. Contracts. It might not because he's not there. There's no one to share the missions to, but no. I'll just have to live with that being there for now. Right, contracts. What else we got going on? Salvage is not what we're doing. Mercenary. We got Ling shipment recovery. Reduce overpopulation. Oh yes, I was Eckhart Security. I was doing that job for, so I might be trying to fix relations with his company. Low risk cargo retrieval. A wreck site near Microtech. No, don't want to do that one. I do not fancy that one. Expel outlaws. That's one of those big places. Let's see if we can finish this animal one off. Right, let's get back to Microtech. I never did check this thing earlier, but I think it has worked better, so I might take a trip to do a bit of exploration of the other planets in Pyro. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well make the job worth it, right? Whoa, look at that. Oh no, it's not long travel, is it? I need to do a long journey. Right, let's fly down. This area looks like it might be quite good. And then I'll take a contract to go to Pyro. Whatever cargo job related, I'm in the right ship for it. At least I can test out the speed of this this drive as well. No, I can let my friend know that it's better to swap it, and he can get that drive from at least Omega at Babbage. Realised going down there fast and then turning that on is going to give me bloodshot eyes, because I'm not in a flight suit for this. That's one thing I'm looking forward to eventually using, is the lockers, so you can actually get into your move around, put your different suits on in the lockers. Aha, more Maroc. Right, let's see if we can get them with the lasers. maybe the ones over there as well. I did see like pop up. Just got to see them. Kind of weird blurry vision there, isn't it? I don't know if that's just something to do. When you're outside, it don't look bad. It's obviously something to do with the ship's glass. Alright, we're gonna have to land and do it. Use my rifle. Ooh. Actually, while we're walking down this way, let's get a med pen in, get back to full health, and maybe push that button there. Switch to that gun. Right, we're going to come down to this bit. Couldn't hear him. Here, birdie, 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 birdie. Caw-caw. Where are you? There's one. Ah, I've got him. There's him. Where's his buddies gone? Where did your mates go? Oh, there they are. Oh, wait a minute. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. I should have stripped up some of their guns for maybe a longer like scope to put on this gun. That's another one. Can't fly into my bullets. There's obviously a little bit of a desync there because he just, well, where did he just disappear to? Oh, there he is. He's getting a bit close. Gotcha. Right, that's 73%. I didn't want to do that. I hear another one. Only very slightly. There he is. Right, 80%. Any more? Come on. There was some more over there somewhere, weren't there? Uh-oh. I've just realised I may have moved that other thing away now, but now he's stuck over there. Oh, I suppose that's better than what it was. I like it. I love it when the UI gets stuck. Not. Because he's even stuck on that bit of screen as well. Oh, I think I see another one right there, look. I'm going to need a proper scope for this job. Got him. Right, I need a few more to get of those. Oh, they are bloody hard work if you haven't got the right kind of tools. Or at least accessories, that is. Right, let's get back up here. Back to the bridge. Well, I'm hoping just to achieve this one little goal, just to see if it would give me anything. I mean, I don't know who it actually works for, but if it does give me the like a blueprint at the end of it, that would be cool. Because I feel like I've gotten this far, so not going to worry about putting the landing gear in right now. Right, allow me to shoot these with my ship lasers. I think I caught. No, I didn't. This is the what I call excessive hunting. I just realised 2 of my lasers ain't working. I've broken them. Ah, wait a minute, maybe because if I fold those wings in, it might show me the other ones. That's probably why they're missing, right? Is that what it is? It is, that's why. Ah, got him right in the tail. Yes, there we go, that's them done. Right, now we need copians. We've got the birdie one sorted, now we just need the others. That's more Marok. Come on, give me some copians. We're going to risk it by lowering the shields just so we can go into nav mode. Gives a bit more speed. Right, that's a grey grazier, is that right? Yeah, this is space cows. That's more Maroks, I want those. Go on, give me the copians. Where are they? It's more these space cows. Might have to find another spot. Find one of the other areas to see if I can get them. Because I feel like I've gotten this far, so I want to get this contract done. 62k, but just to see if it does earn something else from doing it. Twitch, 62k for hunting ain't bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think they've done those numbers on purpose just to get people doing them during what they're doing. Because right now they are trying to. I think from what I understand is back into this year is going to be the Squadron 42 story release, and then right now they're trying to get Star Citizen catching up to basically the 1.0. Because once they can get it into the greatest state they need it to be in, and then eventually from there they can, and once they like the single player game's out, then all the team can just concentrate on the Star Citizen stuff. That's from what I can understand. Now we've been to Dunbar. That's Harper's Point. Let's try Point Wayne or Wan. Let's go way in. Emergency shelter. Let's see if that's got what I need.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, it's depending what you want to do. I mean, like I said, that's the with Squadron 42 though. The downside to that part is that it's going to be just a single player experience. At least with this, the Star Citizen side of it is the multiplayer side. With both like the NPCs and players in a universe together. So eventually be able to get involved with fights, joining different sides.
Quantum travel complete.
Depends who they pit us against. I think for me, it's as long as it doesn't turn into like what it is at the moment. There's a lot of like sometimes I get it PvP. A lot of people like a bit of both. Well, I mean, I like a lot of PvE, PvP to an extent. But as long as it didn't turn out like some of those other games in the world where it's just like they just end up focusing on just one thing and that's it. I don't know if I'm going to find them up in these mountains, but we will see. You really got to get close to the surface, really, to find these animals. I upgraded one of my ships into this one, so I've got a few in my list. So I've definitely put a fair bit of money into this, but not as much as some people have. I think I'm the one who's the most compared to my friends in our tiny little org. But yeah, some people have spent countless of money wise. But most of the things I've got in mind are all to do with what they call CCUs, which is a cross-chassis upgrade. So basically how it worked in our org is I kind of concentrated on the salvaging, mining. I'm trying to think what else there is. I think most of it was that. I was basically, most of my ships are from different various sizes of salvage ships and various sizes of mining ships. One of them I'm still waiting for at the moment, which is I've got a couple of loaner ships for, because I'm waiting for a really cool looking one, which is called the Arastra, which has quite a fair bit of different mining tools on it, but it should have the first iteration of refinery gameplay, so you'll be able to refine stuff yourself and not just go to a station to drop off any raw ore. Oh yeah, so yeah, you're in for what's called, like, if you like the mining jobs, this has definitely got that. But I say in that mining, you can, I mean, salvaging is very much has a bit of a close call to things like that as well, where you can just turn up to a ship. You've got two different things on some of the ships. You can either make money from just scraping, hull scraping, which will collect RMC, which you can use that for other things as well, like repairing your own ships, repairing other people's ship with your repair tool. But also then what you can do is the other functions that the ships have is where they can break down a ship, break it down into pieces, and then you get building materials, but that material you can take to a refinery and get it turned into construction materials. And then you can either, again, it's going to be one of those things down the line that you will either use it for yourself for base building, or you can just take it with you to, hang on, what we got over here? Man, space cows again. Or you can take it with you. Yeah, keep it for your own good, or just go and sell it, find the best place selling stuff. But also, you've got that potential in the future where somebody's dying to have some of that stuff, and you could sell it to them. I'm not much for these. Why is it when you go looking for the certain animals you know you see quite often, like pop up on the radar, and then suddenly they do appear? Something else just popped up here. I've just realised it might be a case of it lagging. No, that's... If I keep an eye on the radar, as soon as I see another blue dot turn up, I know it's definitely picked up animals. Yeah, I haven't done salvage yet. That came out after I couldn't play anymore. Well, at the moment, it's looking a bit diabolical for Tundra, for the Copian, so I could show you some of the... before I call it a night and that lot. If you've already seen the mining, that is. You've seen the mining, so I can show you the... I haven't done salvage for a while. I use 2 different ships. I use the... So basically, obviously what they've done now, to save a bit of time with some ships, they turn the... there's basically an Argo mole, which is the mining version, with 3 mining heads. Now they've got the one called the Argo Moth, and that one has salvage lasers on it, but the pilot has control of the bit that breaks the ship down for building materials. And actually I've got to try salvaging again just to see if they fixed one of the other issues they had, where it used to take the stuff to be refined, but for some reason you end up with a lot of empty boxes and you couldn't get rid of them. So eventually, if you kept on doing it, you wouldn't be able to get rid of them unless you put them onto your ship and try and dump them on a planet. But at least I can give you a good rundown of it. I would use the reclaimer, but it's so big to use. Although then again it can hold a lot, but it's getting the stuff on and off it. Whereas the Argo Moth, at least with that, the boxes actually come spawn out from the side after they've been created. Let's get back to Babbage, because at least with this mission, if I do come across any more Copians, if I'll find stuff down below to take out, you never know. Right, what I need to find, there it is. New Babbage. Because if I remember correctly as well, I think RMC can make you quite a bit of money if you sell it to the right places. Construction materials kind of the same, but you just need you would need to stack up on a lot of them. Yeah, so for the mole, actually saying that, so the mole, if you've done the mole thing, you'll definitely you'll know the like the moth. They've also changed the mole. The mole's using the same body as the moth. So if you remember when you used to use that, now where you used to use the elevator to get on top of it, you've got that elevator still, but you've also got an extra bit of storage now at the back. So when you used to go to that first bit, which looked like a kind of like an engine room thing, or certain components or whatever, it now has another lift in it, and you can hold at least a couple of boxes. Reclaimer is still my favourite ship. Am I above the thing, or no? I'm not. Where's the big? Oh, it's right over there. I'll try the thing with the big flashy lights. Yeah. So what they've done is they've taken the new body chassis from the mole, from the moth, and turned it into with the mole as well. Just different lasers and different and the what they call, like I'm going to call them pincers. It's what you use to break down break down the ships. It's all optional, which is great as well. So if you just want to do RMC, just do that. I think it's the same with me with this one, right? Because I've got the Ironclad, and because it's Drake, I think it's because the Reclaimer and the Caterpillar ships. What I like about them is because they feel very movie-like. I think like the Reclaimer's got that. When you get on there and you go for the the staff canteen sort of thing and all this, like it reminds me of like the Alien movie. And then you've got like the Nostromo or something, and then you've got the Caterpillar and all that. It just looks like those regular sci-fi films, space movies, like a hunk of junk, cables hanging out everywhere. So yeah, we are going to do, before I do anything to make a little bit of money, just do a bit of salvaging. There's my hangar. But what I tend to do sometimes, if I wanted to, I can just literally use the moth and just go up and just crush ships instead of just scraping them for the RMC. Because basically you'll do the same what you did with the mole, where you would have to get into the laser in one of the turret slots. So if you're in the mood for doing that, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Right, whoa, slow down. Slow down. Oh, that was nearly a bit of a heavy one. Right, so we actually put the landing gear down, wouldn't it? I wouldn't have parked then. There we go. And we landed. I just realised that when I was boosting when I'm landing there, it actually causes me to have that zero G effect. Not zero G, what am I on about? GeForce. Oh, yes, because both it works on both ships, doesn't it? I think now the both for the Caterpillar and the for the Ironclad. I think it did cause a little bit of issues with the Ironclad at the time, but yes, the module it's quite doable. It's quite easy to detach and put back together. Good for basically like a little escape pod. Or like dumping leaving your cargo somewhere up in the air somewhere, or in space while you move around and scout or something. So one of the biggest ships I own now, but that's because I put a lot of when I did a lot of melting some ships and moving things around. The only big combat ship I have is the RSI Polaris. Right, so I need the Argo. Begins with an A. We'll try that until we find it. Argo Moth. Bring me. Right, let's wait for that ship to come back up. This is yes. So when I can't remember what you said when you were last on. If you haven't seen the changes now, so I can't remember when they introduced this, but now what happens is when you start the game off, you have to pick a home location, and your home location, the hangar you get, is determined on one of the Oh, 3.4, right, okay. So yeah, that's far back then. So right now you have to pick a home location, and you can either choose the systems of either Stanton, Nix, or Pyro. Yeah, that's right. Then you got those things wrong then. You can choose any of those locations, then you have to pick whatever home place. And so I chose Babbage, which is Microtech. And basically, what happens is wherever you are, whatever the largest ship you own determines what hangar you get. Because I've got the Polaris and the Reclaimer, that's why I get the XL hangar. So yeah, the XL hangar is what I always get when I go home. But if you go to any of the other places, then you like, if you're in a small ship, you'll get a small hangar, regardless if you're at any stations. So as you can see, this is a very similar Argo mole looking thing. Hence, but those pincers here is what crushes the stuff down from the ship. Basically, what you do is you fracture a ship into pieces, and then you use it to basically. Then you go into disintegrate, which turns all scoops, basically scooping up all these little pieces. And then over here, this is exactly the same. On the opposite side is where the crates will come out of there, and it goes across this grid, and you can basically have, I think it's 12 boxes a side. And like you said with the Argo mole, and they've added this to the mole now, so you got your normal elevator here, but this bit here now is also in an elevator. So if I go up in there, I can show you the grid. This is exactly what they've done to it now. So yeah, this whole thing is a grid that can hold at least probably, I'm trying to remember how many boxes it was now. 1, 2, maybe 8. If it's not, it's going to be just 4 extra boxes for SEUs. Hence the button here, giving you the tour of the mall. What I tend to do as well, it's on my like on the my YT channel wise, I do like go through. I do my own kind of ship reviews, but not like I've not done them all, but I do most of them either on my own or with friends when we've done like a joint mission. So same as usual, climb up this side. Got your bedrooms up there. I don't think this has changed too much. Very similar, same sort of setup. I just can't wait to be able to use these eventually. So you can stick suits in there and go around in an actual, like, I'm going to call it a onesie, but a flight suit or something like that. Swap uniforms. Okay, and that leads down to the center laser. Here we go, right. But anyway, the good news is since you use the same 3.4, so it's been a long while for you now, this game offers, if I can move the character's head from doing that. One thing this does offer now, you can actually take contracts for mining and take contracts for salvaging. You don't have to go looking for yourself. That's still optional, but you can take jobs and do it and earn money by doing these requests. So like contracts, for instance. What we're going to do is we're going to untrack you. If we go to offers, so on the salvage menu, we've got Agio's holdings is in need of salvages, and then this one here will basically tell you to go to wherever it is, tells you to collect RMC, and then it wants you to take it to this station. So this is like an opening job for that, but because I've done a lot of it, I can now go to these places. So, and sometimes, unless they've changed it, you used to be able to take on contracts for big ships, and they might have some cargo on it, so you can take it for yourself. So, for instance, I don't think I could do the Crusader A2, but I think I'd need the Reclaimer for that to break that ship down into pieces, because the Crusader is bigger. The A2 is bigger than the Mole. So what I could do is go up to here and look at the other ones. Got the Retaliator. We'll just try to do things that are close by, if I can. Closest one is a raft. I might have a cargo on it because a raft is a thing. So if I take that through, basically it costs me a fee, but then you collect whatever from it. So track, yeah, you buy the contract for a location for what you're going to take. Yeah, so you could do the salvage right rig, but so what? It cost me 10,000 for the contract. Okay, so which is fine, but then you got to think of it this way: if you filled up your ship full of RMC, now on a Drake Vulture, for instance, that can hold 12 boxes inside the thing, but you could throw some loose ones in there, but that's still risky. But even with that, I used to make what 100,000 with the lot of it. But it's just basically making it worth it. So whereas I'm going to go out with this ship, what you want to do is to make the most out of your money is out of that contract is scrape it, scrape all the surfaces, collect the RMC as much as you can, and then collect the building construction material, building materials, whatever they call it actually, because it's different. They did something different, if I can remember the wording for it. If you're using a Drake, the Drake Vulture, I think you get rubble. I think it's called something rubble, and then it's either rubble materials and something else. They're just different levels, and it's all depending on the ship you're using. But once it's been refined, it turns into construction materials, which I have a funny feeling is going to be for base building and other stuff. Just realised I only just left there and I've already taken some damage somewhere. It's shining red for some reason. Right, so are we high enough to... not yet. Let's go towards Tresla. Come on. Because yeah, I mean at the moment that's what's coming up soon. I think is the base building mechanics. There'll be like build ships and all that. Oh, why is that still behind there? That's mean. Okay, I need to find something I can fly towards. That's obviously not supposed to be there. Just need to find a marker I can use just to get across. I'll use Tobii. Yeah, a lot has changed since 3.4 then. I don't mean a lot. So I'm pretty sure I joined in roughly just probably actually end of 2019 before COVID just sort of kicked in. The funny story behind it all is me and the guys were like, they were talking about it. I heard about the game a long time ago but never looked into it. Because I met these guys, I've got back into PC gaming. I left the console worlds behind. And yeah, since then, but they were talking about this, and we said, "Oh yeah, we might all get together and actually get it at the same time." And I'm an impatient sod, so I got it. I picked up it about a month or so before, and then I already started playing it, sending them pictures, and oh my god, you're not going to believe this thing is unreal. So then we all were there pretty much from 3.8, I think. It's either 3.8, 3.9, maybe even before that. Actually, now come to think of it. It's one of those two, I can never remember. But yeah, we went from that. And where it's basically for me mining on that was when by the time I got to a prospector, obviously all I kept on doing was mining on like Daymar or something like that and selling it on old Odyssey. But since then, mate, you can now actually fly to you've got places like, what do they call it? What's the name of the place already? Crusader itself now, going into the gas giant and going to Orison. Odyssey no longer exists. It's become a separate station. It's now like a station like Tresla and all that. Oh crikey, so you were in the early days, so you've seen a lot of it when it changed, because I didn't realise how much it was different at the start. It's amazing how it all just switched up. Right, here we go. So we are now at the raft. I'm just going to make sure there's to see if there's any cargo on it. There's some, I don't know if they stopped that from happening because people used to make a lot of money from it. Oh, it does. I think it's got a few boxes on the back. If I just put my lights on, little crates. Look, there we go. Yeah, some the little crates there. That's So yeah, if I wanted to, I could collect those and sell them. Always like the mining. Yes, yeah, the asteroid belts. That's the other way I used to love doing it. So there's all those boxes there. What I could do is if I just fly back and ping out, it might tell me what they are. Or not. Maybe because they're not loose. Then again, what's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. I mean, I don't have to collect them. But it's optional, so you basically, again, it feels like a proper thing. And what you can also do is take out components as well. Because there are missions that require you to take out ship components to bring in and sell. Right, so let's see if I'm going to, because I haven't really done the RMC on this one very often. So what we're going to do is, I normally just do building material and then just sell that after it's been refined. Because obviously on here, another thing now, you got this machine so you can actually craft certain items, although this doesn't show. Oh, there is a list. So if I collect construction pieces, that's what this one collects when it breaks down a ship. Recycled materials, so if I collect, if I've got enough of that, I can make a pyro multi-tool, or I can make a true hole tractor beam attachment, a cambio light sort one, which is basically for repairing, fuse, because now ships has fuses. So let's go down there. Oh no, let's get off that. Thank you. Right, let's go and see if I've got in a good spot for a bit of scraping. The only long-winded part of this is obviously if no one else is in the pilot seat, so you are relying on yourself. And I think I may have put myself in the wrong spot because I just remembered I can't put the head up so high, can I? There we go. It's what head is this one? Oh, this has got a cinch scraper module and a braid. Now the what's it called one? The Reclaimer has a trawler heads because they're bigger and they take up a wider path. Yeah, it's all changed up. I mean, like if you remember the Reclaimer now, inside the car in the what's called cargo bay, not the cargo bay, processing bay or wherever it is. You've got the same sort of thing at the back of here now, where you can print out tell it to push out the boxes and stuff. Once they're done, you can choose various sizes. With the Reclaim is definitely the top choice. But basically, if you want to, from what I understand, what they've done here is the different size lasers. So it goes in the order of cinch, a braid, and trawler. Now trawler is a wider range, but it basically collects less. So the smaller ones you use, the more you're going to get out. Now I wish I could point out because I'm looking at the UI, but I can't. Oh no, it's on my left. So right now, what I'm doing, I've just collected at least 0.1 worth of RMC at the moment. But what I can do is, if I want to speed it up a little bit, I go to a braid, and that's basically in the middle tier. So this is kind of like another way, like you say, like doing the mining, just without breaking rocks and collecting different resources. The mining has gotten a little bit better compared to what it used to be. The only sort of downside that's still a work in progress is now materials come up with a Q letter for quality. Different qualities, the higher the number I think is what you can use for crafting, but you need to collect more of that same number to make a better profit. Or because you get loads of mixed numbers, it doesn't quite add up very well. But then again, you know, it's still money, just not not big millions. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to do the top part of the ship. Because I normally just do build materials, because you can still make the same, well, not the same, but quite a bit of money from it if I decide where to sell these materials once they've been refined. However, RMC you can only sell it to well, maybe some ground places, but also you sell it to the main like big markets, the TDD. So let's if I just get up to at least 2 SEUs worth of that, then at least I've got a rounded figure. So at least for the Reclaimer, because you can still kind of solo that. You'd park up and move around. Yes, Quantanium. You know what? That's the one place I cannot seem to get to. I've not been to. I've seen other people say it, and other people have been there for the Aaron Halo, and every time I try and get to it, I can never do it. I can never get there. But yeah, Quantanium was one of the biggest things back then in the what's it called? You had to get back before it blew up. You now got a button on there where you can actually like jettison it or something like that now, even more. Come on, get me to 4. Well, what? No, I just need 2. Just need 2.0. That's what. Yeah, you press J to jettison it if you think you're not going to make it back in time. The amount of times I used to get back and then quickly telling it to store my ship just to then sell it, because obviously that kind of voided the timer, didn't it? So as you can see now, you can start seeing the artwork on these ships there, like the internals. Or it's like the way the texture changes. Come on. Get me what I need. I just need 2.0. Make me a box. Taking much out of that. How about you over here then? But again, one downside with the, there we go, we've got 2.0. Right, one of the downsides with the, obviously with Reclaimer wise, is when you go to do this, what I'm going to do next, is obviously you have to get into the co-pilot seat to access the, because they're changing now, you can't, the claw doesn't work like what they intended. The claw doesn't come out, just grab onto something like it would have done, because it's too much physics. They've gone with the whole tractor beams and other stuff. So with this one, you can do everything from the pilot seat except for that scraping bit. So when you come over to here, what you can do now is hit the, what you use for mining, same thing again, you hit the mine M button and it brings out this. So I'm in fracture mode right now. So then let's activate fracture mode. So this ship is basically, the ship in size is 21.7 SEUs. And it's going to split it into a couple of pieces. So then you switch it to disintegration mode. Do an outside view of this. Right, there you go. One thing I've forgotten you can also do as well in this build is you can actually see those bits that are hidden in green. Well, apart from that bit, you can actually collect. Let's turn that laser off. There he's off. You can actually. Oh, there you go. There's all the things flying about: nitrogen and tin, and titanium, weapons and stuff. I think if you go on the ship, you can disconnect them, and then you can actually sell ship weapons, or keep them for yourself as well. Can I swap? Oh, I can do it that way. There we go. Right, swapping over to that. Okay, so there's a few pieces there, but this is the big piece. So, no, I've just pressed the wrong button. Oh, that's how my button keybinds are. Now for this disintegration mode, this is worth 15.7. Right, that's that one. Where's the other bits? I want to go to this view so I can see where they are because I've moved around or they've been floating off. Come on. Where are you? Don't hide from me. Where did you go? Ah! So glad I can use the external camera like that. You see that one lonely little box still like it's stuck on it. I think when you scrape pieces like this, or not scrape, or disintegrate it, those boxes, if they're still attached to a grid, I think they disappear. Yeah, there we go. And then last of all, that one tiny little piece over there. There we go, right, let's put those away. Now I could use this station, but I won't. I want to use Mic L1 because that's where my prospector is. Helps if I did that properly, wouldn't it? There we go, Mike. Then Shallow Frontier Station. Ah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Whoa, hang on. The hell? I nearly left without taking another piece. Can't let that just slide, can I? Got to have that. Nearly we're left off and I left some pieces about. Come on, collect it. You gotta get it all too, right? You can't leave potential money gain there. And then you get the funny audio glitch. Exactly like it's still running. Oh yeah, you can see like the claws. They're like the idea of where it's all been disintegrated and been chomped into pieces. Come on. This driver's a bit longer than I thought it would, and this is a... Oh, actually, I don't know what's on this one. Don't know if it's the same one, if it's the Hurricane or... Right, let's just fix that audio issue. I normally bring it back out, hit fracture mode, then put it away. That didn't work, did it? Let's try that again. Right. There we go. That's all it. Yeah, I love the fact that it's got that kind of makes you feel like you're doing the job as well. I think sound effects is a very important feature when it comes to anything. Get that proper atmosphere going on. Let's just put nav mode back on so we can get there a bit quicker. I think this is something that's going to change again at the moment as well. What you do is when you're flying away and all this stuff, now you have to switch between modes. If you've got SEM mode, that means your shield will be up. Then you can use your guns. But if you go into nav mode, it's for QT only. But your shield goes down. Weapons can't be used. It's basically then you've got to lock into a place and get out, which is doesn't make you feel safe when you're in a fight. Right, let's get a hanger. Where are you gonna give us? Over here. On the other side of that. Now we've got to show you the other funny, the other fun feature with the salvaging. So when you saw me do that, you might have saw the progress bar, and basically, all you got to do is try and fill up the ship's buffer. Yeah, if you're running away from a battle, it's not too bad. You just want to get yourself in a good spot to go. Yeah, you can if you speed it up right and get them to disappear from the enemy. Right, so if I park up here, park in there like that. Right, so when I did this, the buffer was only so much. It wasn't like I did a full load. Because what you could do is fill up your cargo things on the sides. So, if I remember correctly, over here. Right, so I've got, there's going to be 2 boxes. Oh no, I've forgotten. It doesn't work like that because this is different. This one can only make what they call the class as the 8 SCU size boxes. Not as whereas you can choose a lot for the when you're in the reclaimer. So what I'm going to tell this one to do is auto eject, highlight that, and then that one is going to continue to keep making construction pieces, which is fine because when it's doing that, as long as I empty it on that side, you'll actually see it making the boxes. There'll be like a progress thing on it, and then what you'll see is this. There we go, and then the idea the box will come sliding out of that, and then it will just click onto something like this. Now what I need to do is I need to put you back onto me. No, that's the electrical weapon. Don't want to do that. Take this off. Tractor beam. But I'm doing this for the other purpose. I want to know, make sure, because what happened is we used to put the boxes on there. I used to tell it to turn it into, go to the refinery deck and get it to change it for me into construction materials. However, you get these new boxes that you go to sell, but for some reason it kept these boxes, but they'll say construction pieces, but they'll say empty. Give me my boxes. So I've just got to do my numbers right in my head now. So the first 30 boxes, that's got to be at least. And these are 8 SEUs. But I say again, with the reclaimer, what you want to do is fill up the buffer, go down to the deck to produce the boxes, and once the boxes are all been done, then you can make the extra money by doing some more collecting, more salvaging, fill up the buffer, but then go back home, empty the boxes off of what you've already got produced, and then get the machine producing more boxes, and then you're making well, pretty much double the amount. Come on, give me what I want. Unless that was it. That's got to be it. Yeah, I'm saying that was it. It's got to be enough, more than enough for the boxes. Right, so there's 3 of those. So we come over to here. No, that's the wrong panel, Butters. come over to this. So that's all the construction pieces. This doesn't normally take too long compared to some mining materials. So it's all paid. If I was out there and I just did my whole play session. So that's in there now. So what you can do is we go to the refinery deck. Character's going to need more drinks and again. You will find that characters get very thirsty in this game. Let's try. We've got to use this free smoothie we found. Picking up random drinks from places. Well, not done too bad for the first. It also adds a bit to the hunger as well. Let's go and drop it in there, shall we? There we go. Oh, that's another another little bug. Trying to place things down and it kind of doesn't go where it's supposed to go. Let's put the helmet back on while we wait for the lift. In our org, I think they pre-ordered like 25 more. See, I did have the Orion on my list before. Then I did a massive changeover. So basically, I think originally when I first started, I think the first thing I bought was an Aurora. Got amazed by the game. Then I upgraded to Pisces. And then I kept on doing that, and I kept on sort of CCing it up and throwing things out. Then eventually went down the line of buying lots of like cheap vehicles with CCUs, not CCUs, so long, I'll get it right, LTIs on them. But yeah, so I had a lot of that, but a lot of the times I was already adding money on top of whatever it was because I changed my mind to be over, you know, or do I like the ship? I've gone off it, that kind of thing. To the refinery. Yeah, so I kind of did that, and next thing I know, I spent quite a bit of money upgrading over the time. But I used to have the scoundrel set at one point, and something else. But I found it better to eventually go down the line. We changed things up because they I can't think of the words. They did some changes to new packs around like the recent. I think it was last year's IAE. So I did a massive change, and I've got an industrial pack, which is basically gave me all three types of yeah, I think it was all three types. No, two. It was the Prospector, Mole, Vulture. I think the Moth might have been in it. I'm not sure. I got an Aurora and then Prospector, but need to get CPU first. Then might invest more. Yeah, if you go down the line. But if you're into these kind of games, it's. I mean, it's so. You know, it's one of those things I can quite play. You know, it's, again, you go on it and you play it and you enjoy it when you want to. I mean, you have to endure the hard times with it's buggy. Right, so on this one, we're going to go with. I always go with the Dinksy, or was it Dynex supplementation. So it's high cost, high yield, low speed. It ain't really that bad. You lose a lot from the quantity of it, but it's only that's going to take 2 hours 24 minutes. So I'll have to come back to that. So I've got that work order going, so that's changed a little bit. But yeah, again, you just come over here, or you can, well, if you're doing mining, that is, you can just sell raw ore, so you can still make money, no end of ways. But what will happen is, actually, now I've done that, let's go and see if, because those boxes should be classed as empty, or gone at least. But yeah, one of the ships I'm waiting for is the Arastra. It's basically the Robert Space Industries' own mining ship. And you have a mining laser that can basically sort of go between two spots. So imagine if you've ever flown or been on the Constellation. Hang on, Habs. You're on the Constellation, so you know the turrets at the front, you got an up and down. Imagine one turret, you sit into it, but you can swap for it to come out the bottom of the ship, or tell it to come out to the top. You'll be able to do that. And it's got, I'm sure it's got remote mining lasers on it as well. The only difference is it's supposed to be extra for that ship. It's got to, it's going to have its own built-in refinery. So I think once you do your own stuff, and then the boxes will reduce and be on the outside on an external cargo grid. But it's got loads of I've forgotten the other words for it. It's got basically a potential in storage for putting basically the Atlas Geo, which I was using earlier at the start of the stream with that mining thing, and even a Grey Cat Rock. Actually, let's just check over here, make sure these boxes have gone. Alright, they're no longer there, but we'll find out when those things return once they've been done. But that won't be done tonight, sadly. But the other thing you can use for the ship for, though, is if you empty your boxes and stuff, you can actually you can still use this as a cargo ship, really, because you can still use that as the grid. You can still throw like boxes on it, so even if you went out picking up and you found stuff, you can shove things on there if you wanted to. And over here, yeah. So how we figured out our org, which is the Chopper's Independent Traders. We basically, like I said, I went down the route from mining and the future of salvaging, but now kind of expanded a little bit with some hauling, at least, because you know you can make the money. Then my other mate he was all about hauling, but we all realised we needed to make sure you got other things you can do alone. That's why we did what we did last year. So we swapped our packs up a little bit. It's having ships that you know you can actually handle on your own. Now, like for instance, Polaris, I can still kind of handle on my own, but until an AI crew is a thing, then I would use it a bit more. But I got the Polaris for the reason being is it's got the I forgot the name of it. It's got those I think it's PDC, personal defense weapons on it that can help fire against little ships, giving you extra protection. So the idea of that is it normally would be used when I'm on with the lads. Because at the moment we still don't know really what the thing's going to be about when it comes to if the AI crew is going to be a thing. Because you saw all this work they've been putting into it, so you think that'll still be a thing. We can only hope. Right, well, I want to get myself back to Babbage. Ooh. Where all my other stuff is. But it's over there. Right, Microtech. So yeah, but this is one of the bigger games I like to sort of play. It's my peaceful game, especially with mining. That I do Elite Dangerous, Odyssey. I do like playing things like Grey Zone Warfare, Tactical Mill Sims. I'm part of the UEMC United Earth Mining Corporation. Ah, nice. I'll have to keep a look at you guys. Yeah, so Grey Zone Warfare, those kind of type of games, or things like the game called Scum. I used to play DayZ, but I've kind of got off that one a little bit. But I've got those. They're kind of if you saw my channel, you'll see all the kind of various games on it. Space Engineers too, as well. I love messing around with that. Although that's actually very early in stages at the moment. But yeah, so a lot of it, yeah, space, tactical mill sims, tactical shooters, shall we say, combat. But every now and then, sometimes me and one of the other guys who he streams occasionally now, but we used to love doing we play the game together. We like doing some of the joint, those funny games like Repo, RV There Yet, Phasmophobia, the other side. So yeah, occasionally we do that. So every Friday on my YT channel there is basically what do I call it, Variety Friday. A video that's like put in. Hey, me too. To come and play. Yes, yeah. Scum's for what that is compared to the like DayZ. I find Scum was a lot easier, and you got more options to mess about with. I love that game. Yeah, well, because my working. So basically how I've done it is I always schedule videos in. So at the moment when I'm trying to stream, I try to stream mainly for Sunday and Tuesdays. And today's a bonus one because it's part of my day off, or my days off from normal life stuff. Because at the moment, so that's why. And then my scheduled videos are basically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Saturday. But yeah, most of them. What I try to do is keep the Monday, Wednesday, Saturday videos are relevant to things like Space Engineers, Elite, Star Citizen, and all that. But I am trying to get a bit more into the streaming side of it. I've only just managed tonight-wise to, hopefully this has been working out really well, but streaming to all 3 platforms that are of my choice. Because Twitch is quite a tough one to conquer. I'm an affiliate with it, but it took a bit of time. But what I'm hoping will make my life easier is if I can get to the requirements I need on TikTok, I'll be able to use my Meld Studio to stream to all 3 locations from one source, because I'm using 2 separate programs at the moment. But I got it synced up using a little mini stream deck between them and set up the same sort of like intros and outros and stuff. Yeah, I drive. I drive a HGV during the week, so if I'm not with my girlfriend, I'm on my PC. Nice. Yeah, see, with my job role wise, I work in the evenings, so I'm always a bit of a night owl half the time. No relationship, so I'm safe from that. I think if I gave up any game time in my life ever again, I'll be like more miserable. This is my peaceful time, my only balance in life, I think. Keeps me busy, keeps me sane. But like I said, never say never, right? Click on there. Right, land it in. So let's get you on refuel. I take it, does it pay alright with your HGV driving? Do you do the long distance stuff, or do you work just particularly, like, are you more self-employed, or? Yeah, like I always say she keeps me from working on my cars. That's fair. It's fair to say. But I always say this: if you're gaming or if you're working on your cars and all that sort of stuff, because they know where you are, they should be happy with that, right? You're not going out there clubbing or something like that. They can't tell you off for it, you know. Oh, you're always out. Oh, wrong button. Right. Yeah, so currently in my my ship list, I drive for a company, but I drive international. Oh, wow. Nice. So funny about you. So I don't drive in real life. Long story short, but me and the lads, we do love playing a lot of simulation games, and we play American Truck Simulator, and we play a Euro Truck Simulator too as well. Because I don't know, we've even got the steering wheel for that. Occasionally I do bring that out with the thing on it. Apparently I didn't park. Where did I leave that? Oh no, I know what happened with that. That fell for a planet apparently. Let's put you back onto there. Oh yeah, you got weekends off. Yeah, that's why I only get Sundays off on my job. I just work in retail, putting things back on on sale. Got them both with all DLCs. Yeah, we've been doing that. That's one of our favorite pastime games. Relax play. Although it does always end up in some crashes, so you will see some of those short videos of on mine. Yeah, so here we go. So I've got the Aegis Reclaimer. That's in my actual My hanger. The Anvil Arrow is a loner. I've got an Anvil Azure card. I earned the Anvil F7A Hornet Mark II CCU. Oh, and SnowRunner. I've also been playing that Roadcraft. I love SnowRunner. We used to do like Top Gear challenges with that. I bought the Atlas and Atlas Geo in game because they're quite cheap, like the ground vehicles. I've got 2 moles because the Arastra is giving me that as one of them is for a loner, and a mole comes with the industrial pack. The one moth. I think the moth was never part of the pack. I think I had that one anyways on a separate ship. It's given me a CO Mustang Alpha, which has got to be a loner, which I'm not sure which one that's for. Maybe because of the attack. I've got the Crusader Mercury Star Runner, and obviously you got the. Oh yeah, what I could do before I disappear is you wanted to see the command module go, didn't you? You got the Drake command module. You don't have to mess with that because that just stays with the Ironclad anyway. I'm going to retrieve that while I go for the list. I pressed the wrong button. Hopefully it'll work in the hangar when I detach and reattach. Drake Vulture, because that did make it in the game after 3.4. Katak Raylan, which you saw me use earlier. I've got a Greytac MTC, which is basically like a small 18 van with a remote turret on top. The Greycat Rock, which you saw put onto the Ironclad. Greycat UTV, which is kind of like a golf buggy, kind of, or like a no, not a Unimog. I'm thinking of. Like the golf carts, but also a bit more like what farmers use. I forgot the bloody name of it. They give me 2 Archimedes for some reason. I've got a Holby, the Bespoke Prospector because of the thing. Starfarer is because I've got a Vulcan, I think Vulcan in my list, so that's just a bonus for that. X1 Force thing, I picked that up in the game. I've got the RS Apollo Medivac because I'm hoping one day there's going to be some better medical actual helping NPCs and not just trying to save players. I tend to just use it as a portable respawn point. I've got the RSI's Constellation Phoenix Emerald, which comes with the Lynx, and then the Polaris. So then what I'm going to do before I disappear for tonight, because you did want to see the detachment. Well, attempt it inside the hangar. Could go wrong, but we'll see what happens. It's worth it. As long as it doesn't ruin the ship with the 2 pieces in it. But yeah, my whole collection used to be so different to all that. I've got loads of things in buyback if I wanted to, but I got down to that point where you go on there, you always hit that kind of FOMO, as they call it, fear of missing out. But now I've got to a point that I'm thinking to myself, do I need? It used to be a bit longer than that because of the other ships, but then I clawed back a lot of money to put onto other things. Because the problem is, it's like, again, in your head you go, well, I can't actually use all the ships at the same time. Right, let's go to the command module. I haven't been to the command module in a while now, since I can now fly it from that actual thing station. But I want to see if this is fixed a little bit, because every time we went to use this, everything was in like emergency phases. Right, no, that's the lights off. There we go. Let's have a look and see what happens. And if I can remember the buttons to connect and disconnect. Sorry, disconnect, then connect. Right, so engine should still be on. I'm guessing. Oh, hang on there. Actually, it's still acting. It's acting fine. So, yeah, that's nice to see. Right, so if I want to disconnect, I think I use right Alt and N. Here we go. So I think I didn't do that right, did I? Oh no, he's doing it. There he goes. Change the camera now. I think. Well, he's making some noise. Did that do anything? I know we really shouldn't have done it inside here, but it might not work. Have I busted it? Oh, no, I got out of seat. That's not a good idea. Doesn't always work to plan, but it's like because I tried it once before in the hangar, but then it got stuck, as in like I then wasn't able to take off. I always thought you had to hold Y, but now I can press Y and it does it. That door going to open? It does. Let's get back on. I thought that was going to work, but maybe I should have done that from the other thing. But yeah, you would see it come out from the side, and then what you would have to do is if you want to reconnect, you have to look at the lock onto your ship, right alt, and then again, and then it will connect. You just have to get in the right spot for it. And it's like you said, you've been a while for you since you've last been on. You there's refueling missions now as well, and even NPCs will refuel you as well. So I'm going to leave these two on here for any more. Actually, I just realised I can now collect that other stuff from here, I think, before I call the end of the night. Because at least I leave that empty, I hope. Put you in. Can I get you into the backpack? Ah, still so many. Right, well, I'll leave that one in there. I know that's there, then don't I? Close. And then that's if I do more. I might be able to get more contracts from doing those hand minables, as they call it. That's the elevator for that bit. What am I doing? I do love the ramps. The only thing I still had to get used to was getting around here to hit the button. There we go. Right, well. So I've done some various jobs tonight. It's been a while since I've streamed this long as well, so hopefully when I come back on, I'm going to try and carry on with some more missions. I'm definitely going to do a tour of the other places I've not been on Pyro. I might do like a treasure hunt. Oh, that would be a cool idea. Would be nice to trader missions using your flight module to transport other people's hulls. Maybe that's what will happen in the future. Maybe you will be able to take on a job and you just transfer stuff. Maybe you'll be able to do something like a system like that. That would be cool. Just realised I've come off the wrong side. I just want to check my actually, if I drop off the... Oh no, I can keep the things on me actually. They don't make a difference. Those stones. Just want to check and see if I've got any other materials in there to see what I can craft. But that's what I'm going to do next. I think one of my next time I stream, I think I'm going to do a like a, I call it off the grid, but I'm going to call it more of a risky adventure. Take one ship, either this with some cargo crates on it, and just do a go to Pyro, go to the dangerous place on the in the universe. And then basically go to some of the other people's places and find stuff and try and walk away with loads of gear if I can. But this is one of the things. This is where I've just started getting used to it, because this machine here, being able to dismantle stuff and then craft your own things. So what else have I got on me that I can actually... So, for instance, what is that? That is... I don't use the shotty. I'm hoping that would actually... And I haven't got that gun on me, so dismantle. Are you going to dismantle all those this time? 1, 2, 3, 4... He's putting them in there, so he's dismantling that stuff, and it tells you what you would get for each of these things. But you're welcome. I'm glad to give you a bit of insight of what's changed over the time. There you go. So this work order is now almost done with that one. So basically, yeah, what I could do is when I come back, anything I bought in-game, so anything you buy as a subflare in the store, will not show in here, so you can't risk losing it. All this is showing you is everything you've picked up that isn't owned, or what you may have found in the world or bought in-game with the in-game credits. So you can get rid of stuff you don't want. So, for instance, I don't have any of these rifles or firearms, so if I can dismantle them, then again I should have read what they were going to give me for each of those things. So, say for instance, these arc pistol ones will give me quartz, and that one, I'm not going to butcher the word. Actually, I still got that flash drive in there, so that flash drive would give me, if I decided to tear it apart, it would give me laranite and iron, but I can't rebuild it because I don't have the blueprint. Oh, cancel. No. What is going on with that? Oh, I know why. It's because he's moving from that. If I just turn that off. There we go. So any blueprints I've got, it's all going to be showing up in here. So I've got a couple of these different arm bits. Oh, wait, hang on. I did unlock a laser, didn't I? A laser head. The green parts of the salvage you can store as well. I think so. Yeah, I think it's the green. It was what you can do. There you go. I've got that up, even though that comes with most of them. But there's the arbor laser. You got iron. I've got two of the things, but not. I haven't got the Sidestick or whatever it is, and that's you can only. Well, as far as I know, you can get that in pyro. So, for instance, I'm going to get rid of some of these magazines for some of those pieces. Don't use that gun, leave it. Let's get rid of you and you. I probably will keep those just in case I do need to switch to a arc-like pistol. Dismantle. You're saying that salvage stuff maybe down the line. It depends on these blueprints, I think. Once you get the certain gear. So, for instance, like that backpack, only this small one I built, first one I ever tried, only required me to use basically what's that, 3 SCUs worth. So I can either use that one, which is quality level is 500, but I could have got something better about that with tier level wise. Maybe if I went and used that, which is 511, quality, so a little bit higher, and I got more of it. So what's that other tier level on the other one then? Actually, I didn't even think about that. Can't actually see it on there, can I? It doesn't really tell me that. It's just tier 1, I guess. But there we go. Just a little bit of long as I've been on here in a while. And this time around, she didn't have a server error, which was nice for a change. But I'll leave that to do that. Right, well. I'm going to call it a night for now, and I will be back on Sunday. I'll probably stick to the same time, like six somewhere after 6 o'clock in the evening, UK time. Right, it's either going to be 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, one of the two. And then the other times I stream is Tuesday. They're the main days I want to try and do, but Wednesdays would be a bonus if I do, or if I'm on holiday having a staycation. So I'm going to call it an end of the night. So thank you for all that has followed, and thank you Kumo for keeping us company and catching up with SE to see what's going on. Hopefully catch you again and see what else is in there that I've missed out. Try out these new grenades as well. So I'll catch you soon, everyone. Talk soon. So ciao for now.
Let's go.
Lazy shit.
Oh, I'm dead!
Magic mushrooms.
No, no, no!
There's the gorilla. Oh!
I touched him! I touched him!
Oh! Guess what he's done?
Is he rolled?
He's on his... Yeah, he's rolled. I've just been pancaked.
No. Oh,
Oh, there's a trap down there, mate. What is he?
found another trap. Oh, for fuck's sake.
He ain't got the minerals.
You ain't got the minerals to not shoot me. Q buzz.
So, that said it first.
Yes, it hurts!
You left us behind to die.
No! Don't play with my emotions! You fell yourself!
But if you ain't got the minerals to shoot Callum.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!
Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll!
Where to next?
Oh! That was out.